Hello, everybody. Welcome along to the Saturday Superstream with Watchalong. We're going to be here through till probably about 10 past 5 to keep an eye on all the goings on in the 3 p.m. kickoffs today in the Premier League, in the Championship, and in League One. We're going to be following the Watchalong picks. And I suppose the first thing we should say is well played, Huddersfield. We've had two games already in terms of the 12:30s. In the Premier League, it was West Ham 1, Newcastle 1. We'll look at the implications of that. But we should probably start with a really decent win for Huddersfield at league leaders Fulham. Huddersfield on a really nice, long, undefeated streak. And then you see Fulham away coming up, and you'd be forgiven, like me, for thinking, oh, okay, here, end of the unbeaten run. But no, Huddersfield get the win. Let's just take a look. Goals, both in the first half from Danny Ward, look, 31 and 43. Dwayne Holmes penalty, maybe in the 60-40 bracket there, or the 65-35, depending on how you looked at that particular decision. There'll be plenty more to talk about, and we'll get to that in the review show tomorrow. Bobby Reid did get one back on 83, but no comeback forthcoming. So it's a rare defeat for Fulham, but look at Huddersfield. So good. I've literally been surprised all season with their form. And then once you're surprised with a team's form, you're almost expecting then, okay, when is this going to stop? When are they going to drop down? When are Middlesbrough, Forest, Sheffield United, whoever, going to overtake them? It's just not happening, is it? Really viable push now for Huddersfield. Look at that, 53 points. They're unbeaten in forever as well, in like 13 league games or something like that. Probably got the wrong number. But look at it now for Huddersfield, 53 points. 10-year average tells me 72 would get you into the playoffs. So Huddersfield are essentially 19 points from 13 games from the 10-year average that would get you in the playoffs. It's all looking very, very viable. So well played, Huddersfield. Let's say some hellos in the chat to everybody, please, as well. And I think we can go big or go home on this one. How quickly can we get to 100 likes in the stream, please? Hit that thumbs up button. And if you can keep track for me, that would be tremendous. Let's say some highs here. Leeds 22, Dave, Phil, Hulster, Annie, Michael's at the Cov game. If you're at a game, keep us updated. Bring on the bloom. Absolutely. Here he is. Oliver, I'm a wreck. Well played, son. Well played. Great win. Joshua, welcome. Mark, another spanner in the works in the Championship. Absolutely. Mike, welcome. Tom, Peanuts, Ian, David. Yeah, a few hackers play. Unfortunately, ours all start at 3 p.m. But you're not wrong. Not wrong at all. Broken Humpty, welcome. Mike, below par from Fulham, but equally one of the best and most organised defensive performance I've seen against us. Bravo, Huddersfield. Unbelievable. Yeah, so good. So good at the moment, aren't they? Tremendous stuff from Huddersfield. Thought once Fulham had pulled one back, they'd go on to score a couple more. Yeah, I tweeted when that went in. Come back. But no, fair play to Huddersfield. You got to applaud them. Blackburn Millwall cancelled due to snow. I did not know. I knew the Fleetwood game had gone. Any other games gone? Do you know what? We'll have a look down the fixtures a little bit later. 45 minutes before kickoff. God, apologies to those Millwall fans. Yeah, I mean, join us on the journey back, but hopefully I don't know, maybe one of the clubs will try and do something about that and get some transport up for those Millwall fans for free. That's a real long journey as well. So my sympathy very, very much to the Millwall fans there. Iain died 1,000 deaths last night watching Miller's Wigan. Yeah, I don't think that was an unhelpful draw, wasn't it? We'll get into depth in League One, but the big two at the top of League One drew last night, and I don't know. I still see them both really nicely set for promotion. I have to say, David, welcome. Afternoon chat, Ben. Going to be one of those afternoons with the Huddersfield fixtures. Yeah, just heart goes out to the Millwall fans. Honestly, that just absolutely sucks. No Mill today. No, well, should we just give him one anyway? Where is it here? There we go. We're all set up for him as well. Yeah, so heart goes out to the Millwall fans. Rubbish. Pompey off as well. Can you guys smarten me up on anything else? Anything else in terms of games called off and what not? There you go. Well done, guys. There's a couple for you. Right, let's just go through the fixtures today. And look, I'm behind. I've got myself all set. It looks like a couple of games have gone right close to kickoff. So let me just make that slightly bigger on there. Please hit the like button. Can someone give me an update on likes? We'll see if we can get to 100 nice and quickly. Okay, so Blackburn are feeding the Millwall fans at least. That's good news. So Shrewsbury offers, well, goodness me. They are dropping like flies at the moment in the inclement weather. Oh, thank you, Chris. Let me put that up, actually. Blackburn, Crew, Fleetwood, Pompey. I'm going to write this down, actually. Blackburn, Crew, Fleetwood. That's two of our Ackers gone as well. Fleetwood, Pompey, Shrews. And then the other ones, without sounding snotty, are League Two ones, so I won't need to look at them. Right, so in the Premier League, it was West Ham 1, Newcastle 1. I can see some Newcastle fans looking pretty happy with that one. They're on good form, Newcastle. I thought they'd lose that one, actually. But decent result for them. Both goals in the first half there, guys. Dawson from a Cresswell assist. That sounds very Moyes, doesn't it? And Joe Willock with the equaliser. So Newcastle have really done themselves the world of good over the past few games, haven't they? They are 5 points clear of the relegation zone. And, of course, Norwich are away at Liverpool, aren't they? So one would suspect they will be staying 5 points clear of the relegation zone. Let's just quickly go back through. We were looking at the fixtures. Quite a few in the Premier League. It must be a 3-game week then, if there's not too many on a Sunday, maybe. I don't know. So West Ham 1, Newcastle 1, we've just spoken about. Arsenal versus Brentford. Aston Villa versus Watford is a dearly departed Derby. Actually, Brentford in the dearly departed too. We'll be speaking about them on the channel tomorrow. Brighton versus Burnley. Big one there for Burnley, isn't it? Palace versus Chelsea. Liverpool versus Norwich. Southampton versus Everton, 5:30 tonight. Manchester City versus Tottenham. So in the Championship, you can see there, Blackburn, Millwall has gone. So what I'm going to do really quickly, because I'll forget all of these because I have a brain like a sieve, is just stick the cross in on that one on the ticker right now, and we'll get to the League One cancellations. A few postponements today. Fulham 1, Huddersfield 2. So already nice. It's not fair to call it a shock win, but certainly an upset result with leaders Fulham losing at home to Huddersfield. Have moved up to 4th. So tremendous win for Huddersfield. So Blackburn Millwall is off. And yeah, 45 minutes before kickoff as well. It's just dreadful for those 500 Millwall fans. Bristol City versus Middlesbrough, Cardiff versus Blackpool, Coventry versus Barnsley, Derby versus Peterborough, Luton versus West Brom, Preston versus Reading, QPR versus Hull, Sheffield United versus Swansea, Stoke versus Birmingham. Now, it is definitely a 3-game week coming up in the Championship, isn't it? So we know that we're going to get stacked up with a lot of games today, although we have obviously played one, and we've had one postponed yesterday, and another one has gone today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 left over, but still plenty of Championship football. In League One, I think we've lost a few games. So very, very quickly, I'm just going to edit the ticker so we know where we are going. And the games that have been cancelled were Crew versus Pompey. That one has gone. Fleetwood versus Lincoln, which I know for a fact, I think Crew and Pompey and Fleetwood Lincoln were in our Ackers as well, which is very frustrating. Shrewsbury versus Morecambe has also gone. So I think we are up to date on the ticker there. Hopefully that's all present and correct. So in League One, remember, as Iain pointed out in the chat there, Rotherham and Wigan played last night. So the top two not featuring today at all. Chance for people to make up some points, maybe. Bolton versus Wimbledon, Cambridge versus Accrington, Charlton versus Oxford, Doncaster versus Sheffield Wednesday, Gillingham versus Plymouth, Ipswich versus Burton, Sunderland versus MK Dons has the air of the big game of the day in League One, Wycombe versus Cheltenham. Now, we are partnered with WhiteHartDane, but the weather has played a little bit of havoc with some of our picks, let's just say. So we'll pop them up anyway and we'll follow what is remaining. But the win treble is now a win double. We've got Preston to beat Reading. Portsmouth are not going to win at Crewe because the game's been called off, okay? Forest Green to beat Walsall. So the win treble over at WhiteHartDane.com is now a win double. We're looking at Preston and Forest Green, okay? Both teams to score treble is completely screwed, I think, isn't it? We've still got Southampton versus Everton. No, have we still got Charlton and Oxford? I think we have, haven't we? Fleetwood versus Lincoln is off. So, okay, it's not as bad as maybe it could have been. Our win treble and our both teams to score treble are down to doubles. So let me just reiterate, if you're looking at following those today, we've got Preston to beat Reading and Forest Green to beat Walsall. We've got Southampton and Everton in both teams to score land. Everton did let us down for that one last week, but hey, we'll see what happens this week. Charlton versus Oxford, Fleetwood, Lincoln is done. Do you know what? Let me do an edit to them. Sorry. Hours of fun with these cancellations. So I will pop in the giant big cross there. That game is gone. And I will pop in the giant big cross. Is it snow up in the northwest then? At Blackburn and Fleetwood. There we go. We've got the big money ACCA, which is a 41-1 shot. Have we lost any games there? Arsenal to beat Brentford, Villa to beat Watford, Chelsea to beat Palace, Middlesbrough to beat Bristol City, QPR to beat Hull, Bolton to beat Wimbledon, and then you're going to have to pay attention to tonight, PSG to beat Nantes in the French top division. That one is still alive and well. So head over to WhiteHartDane.com if you want to get involved. Good fun over there. We're now getting more involved on the channel with the lads at WhiteHartDane. And we recorded a little preview on Thursday about all of this. So WhiteHartDane.com, just sign up with your email address and you can get involved over there. How are we doing for likes, guys? Hit that like button and we'll see how we move forward. Any comments here? What else have we got here? Mark, what a day at the coast yesterday. The ground got damaged in the afternoon. Not very good communication for Forest fans. No. I'm sure a few of you followed my friend Mr. Dorr, who's a Forest YouTuber, who just stayed in Blackpool and just started drinking, I think. So, yeah, nice one. What else have we got in the chat here? How has Bolton not been called off, but Blackburn has? Who knows, eh? Obviously, some very localised snow up there. Barry, Ben, Leeds fan here, wondering if Huddersfield are playing the Bielsa way. Not exactly, no, but they're certainly getting Bielsa-esque results, being in the playoff positions. They don't look like Leeds under Bielsa, I have to say, but they're getting some fine results as well. 47 likes, come on, get us up to 50. Thank you. Anyone see the OT? Yeah. Did you see the Spurs stadium as well that like undulates to cope with the wind? Fantastic stuff, wasn't it? Hulster, the weather is somewhat settled in Brum today. Wind has dropped and it's not raining. I tell you what, if you'd seen me and Shaylee going around the garden like Mr. Bean yesterday to try and stop, we got this like these couple of little bench things that had a cover over them, which just blew up like an absolute parachute. But JH, yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? Tried to play like that last season, different setup, a lot more. So, yeah, that was, you said that in a far more articulate way than I was trying to say there. I do believe Huddersfield can get playoffs. They are hard to break down. Look, I'm going to have to get aboard this Huddersfield train soon. I've been mugged off by them so many times. And then I would look at Forest and Middlesbrough and Sheffield United and think, oh, are they going to go past them? It's just not happening. Huddersfield are doing so well, aren't they? Tremendous stuff. Right. Let's get in and do some team news real quick. You still got time to head over to whatacker.com to pick up and get involved in those Ackers. Right, Arsenal, Brentford. Let's rattle through these nice and quick. I'll probably do 4 at a time, I think, and you can get your comments in. Brentford, Raya, Asia, Janssen, Pinnock, Henry Canos, Jensen, Norgard, De Silva starts. Interesting. Visa and Buemo, still no Tony. Arsenal, Ramsdale, Suarez, White, Gabriel, Tierney, Xhaka, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Lacazette, Smith Rowe. I'll do another 3, guys, and get any comments in just in general on all of them as we go through. Southampton, Everton is a Whatacker pick for both teams to score, okay? So keep your eyes on that one. Forster in goal for Saints, Walker Peters, Bednarek, Salusu, Livramento, Elianusi, Romeo, Ward-Prowse, Armstrong, Broya and Adams. For Everton, Pickford, Coleman, Holgate, Keane, Kenny, Gordon, Alan, Van der Beek, Iwobi, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin up top. We'll keep rattling through the Premier League. Do you know what? If I could do all of them in one hit and then we can go to comments, that will really help me out. Let's go to a bit of a daunting task for Norwich. They head up to, I think, a fully fit Liverpool squad as well. God, look at that team Liverpool have put out. Good luck, Norwich. Allison, Gomez, Matip, Van Dijk, Tsimikas. Okay, so no Trent or Robertson. That's something for Norwich, isn't it? Keita, Henderson, Oxlade-Chamberlain. And this is the first time we're going to see this front three, Salah, Mane and Diaz, the new signing there. For Norwich, Gunn, Aarons, Hanley, Gibson, Williams, Gilmore, Norman, McLean, Rasica, Pookie and Sargent. So fairly stable selection for Norwich, who are one of our dearly departed teams with the unenviable task of playing away at Liverpool. I think I've got a couple more Premier League and then I'll go to your comments, guys. Palace versus Chelsea, Gaeta, Klein, Anderson, Gray, Mitchell, Schlupp, Koyate, MacArthur, Elise, Ayew and Zaha. Chelsea, Mendy, world champions, world club champions, Chelsea. Mendy, Christensen, Silva, Rudiger, Sarr, Ziyech, Kante, Jorginho, Pulisic, Lukaku and Havertz. Have I done all the Premier League, guys, or have I got one remaining? Oh, God, I've got 2 remaining. Come on, hurry up, is what you're all saying. Let's check in with Aston Villa and Watford, a dearly departed Derby. Martinez, Cash, Chambers again in over Konza. Is he still suspended? Don't remember. Mings, Dean, Ramsey, Louise McGinn, Buendia, Ings, Coutinho. For Watford, Foster, Firmino, Cathcart, Samir Kamara, Cleverly, Loser in Sissoko, Sarr, King and Dennis up top. One more Premier League to go and then we'll collect any comments we've got on those games. And that final remaining game is Brighton versus Burnley. And if we jump in there, Sanchez, Lamptey, Veltman, Duffy, Cucurella for Brighton, McAllister, Basuma, Lallana, Moda, Welbeck, Mopai for Burnley, Pope, Roberts, Collins, me, Peters, McNeil, Brownhill, Cork, Lennon, Cornet, and Vig Horst. Let's collect any comments from that bits and bobs. Anything? Konza still suspended. So maybe we'll see him back in the next game. Looking at the clock, I'm probably not going to have time to go through the championship in infinite detail. So let's just have a look at it big picture, okay? And we will obviously go in finite detail during the game. Let's work our way down from the top. So Fulham have played and lost. Bournemouth have had their game postponed. So honestly, it is a chance now for everyone to put some points in on the top 2, especially not Blackburn, actually, because they can't put any points on the top 2 because they've been postponed as well. So, look, Huddersfield have already taken as much advantage as they can of the fact that none of the top three are going to be scoring points this weekend. QPR. Now, they've had the door open the last couple of weeks and haven't walked through it, have they? Can they do it today? A win for QPR will put them third if they can beat Hull. In sixth in the table are Middlesbrough, who visit Bristol City. A win for Middlesbrough could potentially tie them on points with QPR, but they need a favour from Hull for that to be the case. Nottingham Forest are seventh. They didn't play last night, did they? Sheffield United then, a chance for them to do something here. They're at home to Swansea. If they get a favourable result from Middlesbrough and Bristol City, they could go into the top six with a win. West Brom and Luton are 9th and 10th, and they play each other. So a real important sort of 6-point direct rivals game there. And I'm sure if you told Luton fans there'd be direct rivals with a Year 1 parachute team like West Brom, at this point in the season, they'd probably be pretty pleased with their progress, wouldn't they? Preston, they'll be pleased with their progress as well. They play Reading, and Reading are on the WhiteHartDane win treble. Unfortunately, it's Preston to be beating them. But yeah, chaos at Reading at the moment. Coventry are in 12th. They play Barnsley. Can we get 2 decent results in a row for Barnsley? I wonder. I thought Coventry were all right against Cardiff and then just got done at the end of the game. Didn't they? Stoke are down in 13th. They play Birmingham, who are 18th. So tight there between Forest in 7th and Blackpool in 15th is only 6 points. In fact, if I say 7th to 14th is only 4 points, probably even more pertinent number to give you. What Cardiff up to? They're on a good run. Cardiff play Blackpool. Both sides would probably fancy that one today, fancy their chances. And then the real big game, maybe the biggest game in the day of the Championship, is Derby versus Peterborough down the bottom. If Derby beat Peterborough, they will go above them on goal difference into 22nd place. They'll be hoping. I mean, the main thing for Derby is that Reading don't win, essentially. But it could be a really interesting day. A Derby win and a Reading defeat today. And Derby, despite a 21 points deduction, I know Reading have had 6, of course, but they would be a win away from being out of the bottom 3. And the unlikeliest survival push starts to get more and more likely. And we'll pick up on League One a little bit now. I suppose, do you know what? We can probably fit it in, guys, because of the postponements, frankly. So there are your remaining League One fixtures. So let me quickly buzz down the table. Rotherham and Wigan played last night. MK versus Sunderland is a big game. That's 3rd versus 4th, and a chance to, certainly for MK, they can close to within 3 points of Wigan, who've got loads of games in hand, though. Haven't 3. Wickham are at home to Cheltenham in 5th. Plymouth in 6th. Where are they? I can't see Plymouth. Am I being blind? Maybe not. Oxford in 7th played Charlton. That's on our both teams to score ACCA, which is now a double with the postponements. You can still get on that if you want. It is 5-3. Sheffield Wednesday. They had a game called off in midweek. Played Doncaster. They'll fancy that one. They're a bit of a Yorkshire game. Ipswich played Burton, 9th versus 12th. There, Bolton play Wimbledon. They are 3 points behind Ipswich. They could have caught up in midweek, but lost at Burton. All a bit incestuous down there. Accrington play Cambridge. Charlton, we've already covered. Cheltenham and Cambridge. Lincoln, I think that's been called off, hasn't it? Yeah, Fleetwood and Lincoln is off. Shrewsbury, Morecambe is off as well. Wimbledon, we've already mentioned. What are Gillingham doing? Have I missed them out? Gillingham, Plymouth. There you go. I bet the comments are going mad there that I've missed out. There you go. Gillingham and Plymouth. Worth. There we go. Right. Let's get into first goal. I've got a jingle for you guys.
Oh, you have to say that's magnificent.
an excuse for me to bring Barry Davies into the stream. So, look, let's play now. First goal, it is 2:56. So, all I need to know is the stadium or the name of the home team for where you think the first goal is going to be. Get your guesses in now. Clever answers, Saki answers will not be read out. We are looking at the stadium or the home team in the 3 p.m. kickoffs where the first goal is going to be in Premier League, Championship or League One. Get your guesses in for first goal. Let me give you some options. Will it be at Arsenal, Villa, Brighton, Palace, Liverpool or Southampton in the Premier League? Will it be at Bristol City, Cardiff, Coventry, Derby, Luton, Preston, QPR, Blades or Stoke in the Championship? Will it be at Bolton, Cambridge, not going to be at Wimbledon, Charlton, Doncaster, Gillingham, Ipswich, Sunderland or Wickham in League One? Get your guesses in for first goal. Someone always wins. So, no, it was Pirelli last week. Burton, wasn't it? I don't think anybody got it last week. One more shout out for your first goal. Where is the first goal in the 3 p.m.s in the Premier League, League One and the Championship in the 3 p.m.s? Just give me the home team or the stadium. I'm going to read them out imminently as we play.
Oh, you have to say that's magnificent.
First goal. Right, let's read these out. Who is going to get it? Someone's going to win. It's never, ever me. In fact, I'm going to have a guess this week. Right, where are we diving in here? Right, Amex, Liverpool, Stoke, Barry Davis. Always get a mention in for Barry Davis. Bristol City there, Luton, Derby, Stoke, Anfield, Cardiff, Anfield, Ashton Gate, Cardiff. Liverpool's popular here, isn't it? Bolton, Derby, Coventry, Ashton Gate. It'd be funny if Norwich smashed in the Anfield in 30 seconds because I think people see that going the other way. Cardiff, Preston, Liverpool, QPR, Huddersfield, Liverpool, Derby, Preston, Cardiff, Villa, Liverpool, Arsenal, Doncaster. There you go. You're on your own there, Alistair. Liverpool, Coventry, Arsenal, Stoke, Wickham, Derby, Bristol City, Anfield, Cardiff, Pride Park, Liverpool. And lots for Liverpool there, expecting the first goal to be going in there. And we're up to 63 likes, Terence. Thank you. Please hit the like button. We're over 50. Can we get to 100? Hit that like button now. Everyone's got their guesses in for first goal. We have played.
Oh, you have to say that's magnificent.
We have played first goal and I get to hear the dulcet tones. I'm bringing another new feature in today. Here is the Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore, which at the moment I've made the 4 picks. Contains Luke Jeffcott of Plymouth, Cole Stockton of Morecambe, Cameron Brannigan, who scored 4 penalties on the Superstream, and Alexander Mitrovic, who's been a machine this season. That is the current Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore. We will make a change whenever you guys deem appropriate, but someone has to do something pretty awesome to get onto the Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore. If you've got any suggestions, get them in the chat now. But Luke Jeffcott, his place is solidified from last season where he scored about 5 weeks running, didn't he? Cole Stockton for the start of this season. Brannigan is a one-off, I have to say, so maybe someone could surpass him. And Mitrovic, well, that's just been boring this season. He's scored on about 12 different weekends, hasn't he, for our Saturday Superstream. So get your suggestions in for the Mount Rushmore of the Saturday Superstream. Right, it's 3 o'clock, everybody. Let me know which game you are watching as we await the first goal. Who is going to get it right? Let me just flash up one more time. Our WhiteHartDane, well, they're not trebles, a couple of them now. Our WhiteHartDane picks that we're covering today. It's a double. Preston to beat Reading and Forest Green to beat Walsall. They're off and running in Scotland. Nice and quickly. A couple of goals there already. Both teams to score is now a double. Southampton versus Everton and Charlton versus Oxford. We need both teams to score. The big money ACCA, none of the games have been postponed. Postponed? Postponed. Arsenal, Villa, Chelsea, Borough, Rangers, Bolton and PSG are our picks today. And would you believe, for the first time ever, the keyboard is turned on today, and we may be able to utilise that at half-time. We're pulling out all the stops here. All the stops. What sort of question is that, Steve? How is Billy Sharp not on the Mount Rushmore? This is the Mount Rushmore of people that have done lots of stuff in the Saturday Superstream. So if you can tell me, I don't remember yelling and screaming about Billy Sharp every single week. Maybe you're not totally understanding what the Mount Rushmore is. It's the Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore. Let's do this. Any games? Any goals, for goodness sake? Yeah, of course we can play the CV game at halftime. Absolutely. Don't assume that the omission of mentioning something means that it's not going to happen. There's lots to remember here. We won't mention anything. Thoughts to all the Millwall fans? Yeah, absolutely. Should we just give them a meal quickly? Yeah, thoughts to all the Millwall fans. Rubbish news for them to have their game called off. Wow, we have got our first goal. Is a little bit of a surprise as well, and it's not actually good news for one of our What Acca picks. And well done to Reading.
Oh, you have to say that's magnificent.
Reading are our first goal. Who had Deepdale then? And who had it going to Reading? Reading have gone 1-0 up, which is a cat amongst the pigeons already at the bottom of the table. It's Preston 0, Reading 1. Reading have taken the lead. Preston 0, Reading 1. We will await a goal scorer. We were all setting up Lucas Zhao, who's not in bad form, is he? I know some people, some Reading fans, in fact, question his look there and his application. But he's scoring the goals. We've got a goal at Ipswich as well. Everybody stay calm. There's a goal at Ipswich. Let's just have a look down there. Bad start to the day for Peterborough and Derby. Pressure really on there now because Reading are leading at Preston. Bit of a surprise opening goal there. And the reason I said everybody stay calm is because it is Ipswich 1, Burton 0. It appears Ipswich have taken lead. Wow, Wycombe are behind. We're already getting the cat thrown amongst the pigeons. Wycombe, I believe, are not in great form, are they? Wycombe 0, Cheltenham 1. Interesting, very interesting. Caden Jackson with the early goal for Ipswich. Wycombe are behind. Let's have a look at that League One live table really quickly and see what that means for the chasing pack in League One with Wycombe. Forgive me, were they in the top 6 at the start of the day? I guess they were. Yeah, look, because they're down to 0 points now. Look, I hate to say it because this normally is famous last words, but certainly a decent start to the day for Ipswich there. They lead and Wycombe are losing, which means that standard for 6th place has dropped. Essentially, Oxford, you can give them a point already. But, yeah, all very, very crowded there. So a couple of early goals in League One. Alfie May, he must be close to Mount Rushmore, mustn't he? For Cheltenham, he scored loads of goals on the Superstream as well. What do I think about Burton signing Niasa? Yeah, well, wait and see if he scores today. Yes, there you go. Feeling sorry for the Millwall fans. Yeah, I think that's a common thread here. Huge long journey. Hopefully, there'll be some kind of help for them in terms of the money that they've spent today, especially those I'm sure there'll be some that went up last night and had some drinks as well to try and split up the travelling. So, Reading, no way. Yes, way. Absolutely. Did anybody have it? Did anybody have Deepdale, Preston, North End? Interesting. Wycombe going backwards of late. They are, aren't they? But never write off Wycombe, can you? They're always capable of just, coming back in a game or hemming an opponent in, sticking one in from a set play or something of that nature. So some early goals so far in our games. None in the Premier League just yet. Although you lot are telling me Norwich have had the ball in the net. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Reading are our only leaders in the Championship. That is a surprise leader. And that is also bad news for the win treble over at Watchalong. Preston 0, Reading 1. The Watchalong pick was behind Preston on that one. In League One, there's already been a few goals. I say a few, 2. That's a couple, not a few, isn't it, for those pedants watching? Ipswich lead against Burton. And Cheltenham lead at Wycombe, which, as we've discussed, does have interesting implications, doesn't it, for that top 6 playoff race. Very, very tight around that area in League One. We'd sort of looked at it a few weeks ago and thought the top 5 are pretty much away and clear, weren't they? But it's certainly evened out with that sort of poor run from Wycombe, and Sunderland as well have fallen off a little bit. MK have kept going, haven't they? But yeah, interesting times there. What else have we got in here? 88 likes and rising. Hit that like button. Someone tell me when we hit 100. Alex, if Zhao stays with us next season, he'll set League One on fire. Yeah, 100 goals for Lucas Zhao in League One properly, isn't it? Only a few goals. We're in a little bit of a lull here. Rasica versus Gomez. Yeah, well, that might be interesting. Gomez is not a right back, is he, Mr. Radio Floyd? So yeah, maybe there's a chance there. And can they really expect him to do what Trent does? He's one of the world's best, isn't he, in those positions at right back there. We're in a little bit of a lull, actually. There haven't been any goals for 3 or 4 minutes. So just a reminder, the game's postponed. We've got a few X's there in the Championship. We lost Blackburn and Millwall. I can stop padding because we got a goal at Ashton Gate. And again, similarly, it's not gone the way you've expected it to. Well played, Bristol City. Bristol City 1, Middlesbrough 0. So inform Preston behind, inform Middlesbrough are behind. Let's see if those two sides can show us what they're made of. But well done to Reading, who lead at Preston. Well done to Bristol City, who have taken the lead at home to Middlesbrough. We will await a goal scorer for that one. Guess who? Andy Vyman. He might be close to the Mount Rushmore for the Saturday Superstream. Andy Vyman has scored again. Let's have a little look at the live Championship League table with that goal being taken into account. So Middlesbrough are now leaving themselves right open to Sheffield United going past them if they do indeed lose this game at Bristol City. The gap is 1 point as things stand, obviously with Sheffield United having been added a point on because they are currently level. Bristol City would move up to 16th position. And I think, if memory serves, Bristol City's home form, am I right about this, is actually not that bad. Is that right? I can't remember my numbers from doing my predictions the other day. Here they are. Bristol City, homes and aways, 5th best home record in the last 8 games in the Championship. You can see the scribblings of a madman here. Maybe I ought to leave it on that page. In fact, that might actually help. Or is that very distracting for you guys to look at? Let's assume it's very distracting. So Bristol City lead against Middlesbrough, which, again, we're not having a lot of fun here on the big money ACCA. That is not good news for us. Not started overly well with our What ACCA picks so far today. There's got to be a winner in there somewhere, haven't there? Stefan, thank you very, very much. $4.99. I'll drink to you, sir. $4.99 on the Super Chat. Very, very kind indeed. Up here early in California to watch the amazing Huddersfield win. Fair play to all the Huddersfield fans. My League One match was called off, so I'm going back to sleep. Have a good sleep, Stefan, and thank you very much for the support. Mount Rushmore awaits Andy. Or does it await a Blackpool player? Because we have another goal in the Championship. Cardiff 0, Blackpool 1. Blackpool have the lead at improving Cardiff. Cardiff have won 4 games in their last 5. You have to say Blackpool had been in really good form prior to that defeat last week against Bournemouth, which was frankly a little bit of a smash and grab at the end of the game, wasn't it? Just taking into account those, goals on 86 and 95 minutes, whatever you say about the rest of the game. Oh, what is going on with our picks today? The biggest home banker in the world, Forest Green 0, Walsall 1. I'm going to see you in half an hour with these picks. It's not going very well, let's just say. But anyway, let's talk more about Cardiff and Blackpool. Blackpool have the lead. Marvin Ekpiteta has scored. Cardiff 0, Blackpool 1. And generally, Blackpool in good form. So they were 10 in 4 going into the last game. So 10 in 5. So 13 in 6 if they win today. It's actually excellent form, isn't it, for Blackpool? 4 wins in 6 if my maths is indeed correct. Wow, the goals are flying in. We have ourselves a glut here. Arsenal 1, Brentford 0. Stoke, did that go the way I thought it did? Stoke 0, Birmingham 1. Wow, we'll catch up with both of those. Arsenal 1, Brentford 0. Bad news for Brentford, who were on very poor form away from home in the Premier League. In fact, I think that they may well be bottom in terms of home form over the past 8 games. And an opener for Birmingham at Stoke as well. Stoke 0, Birmingham 1. We'll get some goal scorers for you ASAP. We'll just check in with the Premier League because Arsenal are in the chase for the Champions League spots. West Ham have drawn at home today, which works for Arsenal, doesn't it? And look at that. As things stand, they're level on points, Arsenal, with West Ham, and have 3 games in hand over them. Woof. Manchester United have also played more games than Arsenal, who look pretty well positioned, don't they? Has that goal been confirmed? It's been disallowed. I take it all back. That is about to drop back 2 points for Arsenal, and we can shut up about that. But we can talk about Stoke 0, Birmingham 1. Birmingham, who, well, I expected a trend up from Birmingham when I saw the impact potentially and actually in front of my very eyes of their new signings. So Birmingham lead at Stoke. Jordan James is the goal scorer. I was talking about the impact of Lyle Taylor, Bakuna, Mengi and Hernandez. And Birmingham lead against Stoke. Let's check in with the live championship table. And I hate to say it, but if you're a Stoke fan, comment on this, please. 14th ain't going to keep Michael O'Neill in a job, is it? Not with the spend and the ex-Premier League and parachute team status of Stoke. They've come down with the Christmas decorations the last couple of seasons, haven't they, Stoke? I didn't expect it would happen again, but they're going to be 14th if they lose to Birmingham today. So I think in desperate need of a goal there. Stoke 0, Birmingham City 1. Let's try and go into some comments. Have we got 100 likes? Outstanding. Can we get 150? 150 likes. You love to see it. Day of the Underdogs. Yeah, it's not doing me very well so far, Frank. Is it? No good. No good at all. So plenty of goals going in. A little bit of a glut, which means it's probably a good time for me to do a sweep and let you know all the games with goals in. So I'm only going to mention games with goals in thus far. Bristol City 1, Borough 0, Vyman. Cardiff 0, Blackpool 1, Ekpiteta. Preston 0, Reading 1, Zhao. Stoke 0, Birmingham 1, James. Ipswich 1, Burton 0, Jackson. Wickham 0, Cheltenham 1, May. So a few surprises so far. I will. Well, I've got to flash these up. I'm contractually obliged, but so far it's not going well. Our win treble, we lost the game, and Forest Green and Preston are both losing. So we're hoping for some comebacks in that one, but may the best side win. Both teams to score. No action in either of our double there. Southampton, Everton, and Charlton, Oxford 0-0. Fleetwood has been called off. The big money ACCA. We thought Arsenal had taken the lead. No good. And we're on Middlesbrough, and they're losing to Bristol City. All is not going well with the What ACCA picks thus far. Keep your comments coming in. This is the Saturday Superstream. Make sure you hit the like button. I think we're already over 100 on the likes, which is tremendous news. Very, very pleased about that already. Loads and loads of people watching as well. Thank you all for joining here. Please hit subscribe as well. Dave, door is wide open for Rangers. Absolutely. Mainly due to postponements as well, isn't it? Or, well, no, not strictly speaking. Obviously, Fulham have lost, but Blackburn postponed. Oh, Sheffield United 1, Swansea 0. Sheffield United 1, Swansea 0. Morgan Gibbs White has scored. Sheffield United lead. And if my maths is correct, they're in the top 6 now because Middlesbrough are losing at Bristol City. Sheffield United are in the lead. Morgan Gibbs White has scored for the Blades, and they lead 1-0 against Swansea. Let's just check out that playoff picture, because if my numbers are correct, which they're often not, let's all be very honest about that, the Blades will be in the top 6. There you go. So a switcheroonie there. We could have a big winner today in Sheffield United if things stay as they are. Sheffield United lead against Swansea. Middlesbrough are behind against Bristol City. So we could have Sheffield United into 6th if all stays the same. Let me know if the ticker is all up to date. And hopefully everything is all ticking along nicely. Goal at Blackpool, is it 2? Is it 2? I think we'd mentioned the goal at Cardiff for a Blackpool. Let me just double check in on that one. No, fake news. It's only 1-0 to Blackpool. Have I got that on their ticker? Is that what he means? No, it's all there. Don't worry about that. Cardiff 0, Blackpool 1. Ekpiteta, I think we had made mention of that. So potentially, oh my God, Preston 0, Reading 2. How about that? Reading in absolute chaos at the moment, but they have just gone 2-0 up. So this is either going to be a big potential turning point for Reading, or they're really going to land in disaster and they'll end up losing 3-2 in this one and prove the rule that chaos is killing them. But could be a really good day for Reading, who we believe have just gone 2-0 up against Preston away from home. That is confirmed. And Sheffield United have also just gone 2-0 up. Lucas João is on for the hat-trick. Are we sticking him on Mount Rushmore? Lucas João has scored twice now. And Sheffield United have also gone 2-0 up. So Sheffield United putting the hammer down now. They will go into the playoff positions if things stay the same. And, you know, that means Middlesbrough losing. Let's have a look at the live championship table. Obviously, it doesn't actually change positions, but it does kind of solidify things now. And really, Sheffield United and Reading both making a very, very good start to the day here on the Superstream. So Sheffield United are 2-0 up. They are hot, hot, hot favourites. Feeling hot, hot, hot. Feeling hot, hot, hot. There you go. For those people who always ask me to play the keyboard. Sheffield United are going into 6th position. And Reading, look at that. They are going to be moving on to 26 points as things stand. They are 2-0 up against Preston. And they've really given Peterborough and Darby, who play one another, something to think about, don't they? We've got a super chat in here. If I missed a super chat, my bad. Mike, legend. Right, off to the pub. Congrats, Huddersfield, and hoping for a big reaction from Fulham on Wednesday. And I will see you on Wednesday, Mike. I will be at that Fulham game. Elijah Adebayo versus Andy Carroll. What a matchup. Oh, interesting. Brighton 0, Burnley 1. That's not good news for our dearly departed Norwich and Watford, is it? Down at the bottom of the Premier League. Charlton 0, Oxford 1. Finally, has one of our WhiteHartDane picks started to go for us here. We had that in both teams to score. So let me just clarify this. Brighton 0, Burnley 1. And it is Charlton. Oh, God, which way did that goal go? I can't remember which way the goal went. Was it for Charlton or Oxford? I think it's for Oxford, wasn't it? Let me double check that. I'll update that on the screen. When the glut goes quickly, I can't keep up. When the ship goes down, you better get ready. Right, let me have a look. It was Oxford who took the lead at Charlton, and we do have that on our both teams to score pick. Matty Taylor. Didn't someone say Matty Taylor should go on Mount Rushmore? That might not be a bad shout, actually. There you go. So down at the bottom of the Premier League, Watford, as things stand, are bottom. Watford are going bottom as things stand. Watford and Villa are level. Burnley lead at Brighton. So good news for Burnley, bad news for Watford. And of course, Norwich have got that difficult game away at Liverpool today. Let's check in with the top of League One. That is good news for Oxford. Remember, we said potentially some doors open at the top of League One, given, given that Wickham are losing, and given that Rotherham and Wigan played yesterday, they drew. I know they're a long way ahead, but still a chance to make some points up. Oxford, as things stand, are going up to 4th, but do remember MK and Sunderland are playing each other. So there's a guarantee for Oxford. They'll be looking at it as a guarantee that Sunderland or MK or both will be dropping points today because they are playing each other. Right, let's get to some comments here. Georgios Buldokopoulos. Yeah, Stelios Giannakopoulos. To give you an idea of our defence today, Archer has just won the ball back running past our entire defence, and they started 25 yards ahead of him. Not going too well. Zhao to set League One on fire unless he continually gets injured, which he has done. Bless him. There we go. I think we are all up to date on the ticker. Let me give you a quick sweep. Big winners so far. Reading and Sheffield United, most definitely. So Brighton 0, Burnley 1. Burnley off the bottom in the Premier League. It's Bristol City 1, Borough 0. Cardiff 0, Blackpool 1, Preston 0, Reading 2, and Sheffield United 2, Swansea 0, which means Sheffield United are swapping places with Middlesbrough in the playoff position. Stoke 0, Birmingham 1. In League One, it is Charlton 0, Oxford 1, which we've got on our both teams to score. Acker, Ipswich 1, Burton 0, Wickham 0, Cheltenham 1. Zhao won't go to League One. I think you might be missing the sarcasm in the commenters' point there, Chris. But no, of course, he won't go to League One. Red card for Chesterfield. First red card of the day, I think, on 22 minutes. Curtis Weston down in League Two there. Lucas Zhao could go on Mount Rushmore if he gets a first half hat-trick. Try and get a look at that second Zhao goal. Beautiful. Oh, he can play, Zhao. If you put together his 10 best games every season, he'd be an absolute world beater, but it tends to peak out at about 10 for Zhao, who has been at a few clubs now in the Championship, signed by Sheffield Wednesday. I remember he went on loan at Blackburn as well. I said Michael O'Neill is in trouble if he stays in 14th. He's just got an equalising goal there. Stoke 1, Birmingham 1. Stoke 1, Birmingham 1. An equaliser for Stoke City. They are level now. I don't know whether that changes things too much in terms of it's the sort of third quartile of the championship table. So Stoke, puts them back up to 13th, but it's all square now. Stoke 1, Birmingham 1. Have we got a goal scorer? Yes. Tyrese Campbell, who hasn't quite looked the same since he got back from his injury. So good news for him. He's on the score sheet today, cancelling out an opening goal for Birmingham from Jordan James in that one. Stoke 1, Birmingham 1. Let's get back to some comments. No, we won't. What is going on here? QPR 0, Hull 1. QPR are doing a very, very good job of bodging up a real potential automatic promotion charge here. Wickham have equalised as well. So it's Wickham 1, Cheltenham 1. But the biggest story is that QPR are losing again. They have not been in good form the past couple of games. We thought, well, QPR, they survived AFCON and Chair, Dieng and Kake going away. But those players have come back and they've started losing QPR. I think it'd be correct me if I'm wrong, I think it would be a third straight defeat for QPR, this one. Marcus Force is the goal scorer for Hull, the on-loan striker from Brentford. And it would be a third straight defeat for Rangers. QPR 0, Hull 1 is a bit of a surprise, that one. You can see, as things stand, Sheffield United would move. And we are really getting ahead of ourselves now because obviously Borough and QPR are both losing. Could be a really good day. I mean, it's already been a really good day for Huddersfield. Could get even better with these results. We could get a big winner here in Sheffield United if both QPR and Middlesbrough drop points today and the Blades win. QPR 0, Hull 1, Marcus Force. Have we got a goal scorer for Wickham? I'm sure I saw Wickham had equalised against Cheltenham in League One. Let me just double check on that one. No, I don't know whether that one got chalked off or whether it was just a complete figment of my imagination. It was just my imagination running away with me. It was. It didn't happen. Wickham have not equalised. Either they had the ball in the net and it got disallowed, or it didn't even happen in the first place. Shall we go to some comments? What else are we saying here? Sam, open my curry and find out Blues winning. And then as I open my side, Stoke equalised. Sam, everyone asked me what's happening tonight. Our friends Abby and Simon are coming over. And, Wickham have equalised. Can I see the future? Jordan Abita has scored. We're having a fajita meal tonight. So I'm really, really, very, very much looking forward to that one. Mark, that's a very good point as well. It's good news for Bournemouth, isn't it? He's totally right about that. I missed that one out. You're right, Mark, in the chat. Jordan Abita did score for Wickham, and I can see the future, apparently. Obviously, I can't. Wickham 1, Cheltenham 1. Charlton 0, Oxford 2. We got that down on our both teams to score pick. So we could do with a Charlton goal, but Oxford... they're looking like having a good day, aren't they? I think they're up to 4th in League One. Let's just do some double checking there because League One's going to have changed now with that Wickham equaliser and a second goal for Oxford. So, to remind you, Rotherham and Wickham drew 1-1 last night. MK and Sunderland are playing each other. So, this is very desirable for Oxford, who are 2-0 up. It's all going very nicely. Oxford we can put down with Sheffield United and Reading maybe and Burnley as our big winners today. Wickham have equalised, but it's perilous for Sunderland or Everton. It's not perilous, I'm exaggerating, of course. But it wouldn't be great for Sunderland or MK, whichever one, if indeed that game ends decisively with one of the sides winning would not be good news. The other results are looking like going against those two sides. Please hit that thumbs up button. I can see loads of people are watching the Saturday Superstream. It's fantastic how we're growing. We're here every week. We've got a solid base of subscribers as well, and we really welcome new people to come and join us. Do hit that like button, which will hopefully bring in some new faces and some new fans of different teams as well. The more, the merrier. And please hit that subscribe button, which really helps us out as ever. Yes, and tell me about Kelbrook versus Amir Khan tonight. I assume that's on pay-per-view, is it, Alistair, if you're watching that one? Brentford Loney scores at QP. Good point, Chris. Marcus Force. Jack, Hull have been affecting the promotion race while being in a relegation fight, and they are today. I agree with that. Great content. Loving the new jingles. We can have live jingles as well today, because the keyboard is on. Oh, that can be a Wycombe Wanderers goal jingle, because Wycombe have gone 2-1 up. So this really is not good news for MK and Sunderland. It's very good news for Wycombe, though. Wycombe are now leading. You've got to give doff of the cap, actually, to Wycombe. That's impressive, because they were a goal down. I did say you can never really write off Wycombe. They're now 2-1 up, and they've gone from 7th to 4th in the space of about 20 minutes. Jordan Abita, well played. Take a bow, son. He's on a hat-trick as well. Lucas Yao or Jordan Abita? Is anyone getting a hat-trick today? Is anyone getting a first half hat-trick? Both players are on for it. Well played, Wycombe's Jordan Abita and Reading's Lucas Yao. They're both on a hat-trick. And Wycombe have, in the space of 20 minutes, jumped up from 7th to 4th in League One. That is the joy of following League One in real time at the moment. 131 likes. Worth. Hit the thumbs up button. Can we get to 150 likes? That would be utterly, utterly fantastic. Who's winning this boxing match then, guys? Kelbrook for Steve. And I must say, I'll bow to your superior knowledge in the chat on that. Nat, lack of goal scorer is telling again today for Wednesday. Who is your top scorer, Nat? Smarten me up in the chat. My mind is made up now. It's Bournemouth and Fulham from automatic. Bournemouth to turn the screws and win the game in hand. I'm sure if you said to Bournemouth, okay, we'll cancel your game and put it as a game in hand, but Nottingham Forest go backwards as a result of it, would they take it? Would they take it? So, winners today so far. Sheffield United are looking like a big winner today. Huddersfield as well. It's coming up. Good news for those two. What are Wycombe doing? Wycombe have gone 3-1 up. If Jordan Abita has scored that goal, we're putting him on Mount Rushmore straight away. And we're taking Cameron Brannigan off. If Jordan Abita has got the first half hat-trick, Wycombe, hell of a comeback. They've come from 1-0 down. They're now 3-1 up, and they're looking hot favourites, aren't they, to win that one. Wycombe 3, Cheltenham 1. What's a good key to do that? Ole, 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 feeling hot. Wycombe are hot favourites. They are 3-1 up now. Oh, it's not the hat-trick. He's not going straight on Mount Rushmore. Jordan Abita. Brandon Hanlon is the goal scorer there. Wycombe are 3-1 up. Is Matty Taylor also on a hat-trick? Has he got both goals for Oxford? Thank you for pointing that one out. Don't tell me that. Pablo from Chile travelled all the way to watch Ben Brereton Diaz. Millwall game called off and Diaz got injured. Shout outs to poor old Pablo in the chat there, and shout outs to our Millwall friends as well. Let's just give him a quick meal. Who travelled miles and miles today for the game to get called off 45 minutes before the kickoff. Ooh, interesting. Daryl and Lewis are telling us that Posh are down to 10 men. It could be, Hayden Coulson, who was on loan at Ipswich, wasn't he, for the first portion of the season. Hayden Coulson is off for Peterborough. And Darby, well, Reading have really thrown the gauntlet down, haven't they? They are 2-0 up at Preston. But now, Darby, I think we need another... feeling hot, hot, hot. I need to get a better key for that, don't I? Darby are now hot favourites to win that one. Goodness me, yeah. Tom, that may have helped my decision to get the Millwall clip on there. One of my favourite chants, isn't it? So there we go. A Borough loanee as well, helping out at Derby, possibly to a day. So Peterborough are down to 10 men in that big bottom of the table clash against Derby. Let's just have a look at the state of play, because Reading have really put the pressure on Derby. The conversation Derby and Peterborough, to be fair, the conversation we were having was, should Derby win and Reading lose, it gets tight. But Reading are doing their bit thus far, aren't they? So... yeah, you can see there, Derby, if they do win, will overtake Peterborough on goal difference, won't they? It'll be 21 and 21 there. Sub after half hour for Preston, really. That is not good. You were nipped by the Terriers. I always get Stephen. I get nipped by the Terriers every week and I never learn my lesson. Thanks for that, Mill. You're welcome, Alf. One of the more fun sounds to hear in a football stadium, the old Mill, isn't it? Sing us a song. We sing your song at half-time. Aquatic. It only seems to be feeling hot, hot. That's something. When do they have feeling hot, hot, hot in the office? Oh, they do, don't they? David Brent. Oh, God, that's depressing, that episode, isn't it? Every episode of The Office is depressing. But, yeah, he's dancing in the backstage bit. Oh, thanks for reminding that, Adam. And then the lady throws his... is that in the Christmas special? Or is that in the actual season 2? I can't remember. There we go. Have I missed any goals there? I don't think I have. Waffling along in the Superstream. All the goals should be ticking along the bottom there. Ever get the feeling following a team is sometimes a form of self-punishment? I did miss a goal. Yes, I'm an Ipswich fan, Dave. We haven't had a promotion in about 20 years. So, yeah, there we go. John Daddy Bodvarsson. John Daddy Bodvarsson has scored for Bolton. Bolton 1, Wimbledon 0. Daddy Cool. John Daddy Bodvarsson is the goal scorer for Bolton. They lead against Wimbledon, and I can't for the life of me see where it is. There we go. Bolton 1, Wimbledon 0. Let's just check in with the live League One table. So Ipswich and Bolton both leading. I dare say both clubs have been in good form. Both clubs pushing there in 9th and 10th. Outside chance of the playoffs for either. Obviously, it was looking better for both Ipswich and Bolton when Wycombe were losing. But Wycombe have turned it round and are now 3-1 up. Loads of viewers today on the Saturday Superstream. Welcome to each and every one of you. Please hit that like button. I think we were well over 100. I think we're closing in 150 likes as well. Mid-table obscurity is the worst. You are telling me dire and boring, isn't it? Alistair, great save from Iverson. Stop making it be 3-0. Wow, sounds like Reading are the better side there. Mr. Radio Floyd, 5 away from 150. Hit the like button, see if we can get to 150 likes. Let's do a quick sweep. No, we won't. Brighton 0, Burnley 2. That is not good news for our friends at Watford and Norwich in the dearly departed. Burnley are off the bottom via that first goal at Brighton. They've just gone 2-0 up. Brighton 0, Burnley 2. I can't remember who scored the first goal either. And, wow, Sheffield United are big style, taking advantage of the fact that Middlesbrough are behind. And there we go. Someone was mentioning him for the Mount Rushmore. He certainly makes the Championship Mount Rushmore. I don't know whether he makes the Superstream one, but Billy Sharp, the fat lad from Sheffield, the goal machine, has got the third goal for Sheffield United, who use whatever language you're comfortable with. I'm going to say are battering Swansea 3-0. Josh Brownhill, former Bristol City, excellent central midfielder for Bristol City, wasn't he? Another of the big sales out of Bristol City, has scored. And Ipswich had the ball in the net, disallowed. I'm just going to say everybody keep calm, but it's still Ipswich 1, Burton 0. Josh Brownhill has put Burnley 2-0 up against Brighton. So Burnley are off the bottom in the Premier League, and Sheffield United are in the playoffs as things stand in the Championship. Let's just check in with both of those issues. So there is Burnley. They are 2-0 up. It'll only be the second win of the season, but it'll be a great win away at Brighton if Sean Dyche and Burnley can get that one over the line. Villa are playing Watford. Norwich, fair dues to Norwich. I know a lot of people were on Liverpool as the biggest banker, but Norwich are level with Liverpool, and it's 342. And some people would have thought it wouldn't have lasted that long. So well played in respects of that. But Newcastle are turning the screw above the bottom three. Burnley are turning the screw this afternoon, aren't they? They are 2-0 up. Well played, Burnley. They could be one of our big winners today. You can decide who our big winners and losers are. Let's check out that Championship playoff picture. The state of play is that if Middlesbrough were to equalise, they would tie back up on 50 points. But what's the goal difference, say? Sheffield United +9, Middlesbrough +8. So literally an equaliser for Middlesbrough. And we're level on points and on goal difference. And then it goes down to goals scored. And that's only 3 apart as well. So very, very tight at the moment between Blades and Borough there. If you're a Middlesbrough fan, you want it in your own hands and go ahead and win the game. But they are behind to Bristol City and Andy Vyman. Let me just give Andy Vyman a shout out in terms of the goal scoring charts, because he's been fantastic this season, hasn't he? In a not great Bristol City team, it has to be said. That do score goals, though, I will say that. So Mitrovic there, sorry, that's obscured behind the What Aka advert there. 31 goals for Mitro, incredible. Level with Ivan Toney's number from last season. Ben Brereton Diaz has got 20. Dom Solanke, 19. Vyman, 15. I think that's now 16. I don't think they update in real time on that list. So well played, Andy Vyman, because the obvious outlier here is Mitrovic plays for the first place team. Solanke plays for the second place team. Brereton Diaz plays for the third place team. Vyman plays for the 16th place team. And it would stand to reason, and you can check the numbers, that they have less of the ball and create less chances than the top three sides. Put it that way. So well played, Andy Vyman. 157 likes, Iain. Woof. You love to see it. Can we get to 200? Why not? Let's keep it moving. Keep it moving. Forest 9-1 to go up. What, by any means, Marco? And that is not a bad price, actually. Is it? We're thinking playoffs. Oh, Cameron Jerome has hit the post for Luton, apparently. Alistair's not having great fun watching Preston this afternoon. Holmes got away with one there. Alistair with an A and Alistair with an E. Commenting on the same game within seconds there. Not that this job's confusing much. Afternoon, Ben, as a Huddersfield fan, I'm buzzing. Take a bow, Huddersfield. Yeah, so good. 3-0 United. Swans are woeful. Blades should be 5 or 6-0 up. Brownhill's first Premier League goal. Well played, Josh Brownhill. Is he a Premier League player? He's got his first goal there. He's been up there for, a season and a half, 2 seasons now with Burnley. So were Burnley to go down, would he stay in the Premier League with somebody else? I wonder. Erdin, sorry if I'm butchering your name, fella. Vyman would have been great in West Brom side. Yeah. You look at the two sides who are kind of near the top of the league, but maybe have underperformed their chance creation would be West Brom and maybe Middlesbrough, although Middlesbrough might be working that back now. But yeah, stick Weimann in there, and perhaps things will be a little bit different. You do realise Huddersfield will keep mugging you off when you predict against us. Jacob, as I always say to people who get emotional about my predictions, if you want to believe that, there's nothing I can do about that. But if you believe that a long-haired man talking at his computer screen, honestly making predictions, has any influence on results whatsoever, then I would question your sanity over my predictions. But if you want to believe that, anybody feel free to add to the phalanx of emails I get every single week saying, "Thanks for predicting us, Ben. We're gonna win now. You said we were gonna lose." Makes no difference, guys, honestly. Swansea could be in serious trouble here. Stink of post 18-19 Derby. What post-parachute payments? Well, Derby never had parachute payments, but yeah, perhaps indeed. Doncaster 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Oof. Interesting. Dan Gardner has scored for Doncaster. Is it me, or have Doncaster picked up in recent weeks? I didn't have Sheffield Wednesday losing that one today, though. No, sir. Let's have a look in League One and see what that means. Obviously, Wednesday in the playoff chase. Remember, Ipswich and Bolton are both winning there in that chase. So that's not good news for Sheffield Wednesday, who've gone behind against Donny. So there you go. There's the picture at the moment. 52 Wednesday, 51 Ipswich, 48 Bolton. Very much the tide going against Sheffield Wednesday today. Doncaster, sorry, forgive me, I'll have to do it on the laptop over here. I'm contending that they've been improving. Am I right about that? What have they done in their last 5 games? Yeah, this would be a third win in 5 if Doncaster do win, which is not relegation form, anywhere near relegation form. So look, Doncaster are 3 points from safety as things stand, and that result for Wimbledon at the moment, they're behind against Bolton, is going in their favour. Your half times are coming in as we speak. Let's have a look here. Wanted Weimann at Fulham in January. He's looking good. That's the sort of leverage signing that people do make. You did a video on the new manager bounce and the Mitro myth. Maybe one to do time on the Effecticon match results. I think that'd be a short video, David. It would go something like, my predictions make absolutely no difference to your team's results. But there we go. What can you do? Hey, exactly. Predictions are a bit of fun. And to be fair, Stephen, to the people who are going back and forth with me, I think they're just having a little bit of fun as well. Fill me in, QPR fans. What is going on here? Simon can't help Phil Warburton's clutching at straws a little here. Reading winning gives Derby no hope, asked Joshua. Reading continually winning gives Derby no hope, because can you really see them catching the likes of Hull and Cardiff a little bit further up? But one game's not going to make a difference. We've just got used to Reading not winning, haven't we, at the moment? So, yeah, it's not good news, put it that way. So, half-time's coming in now, Luke. Absolutely. Shall we do a sweep? And we will check out where we're going at half-time in all of these games. Where are we? 3:49. So, plenty going on. Claire, I hope you're right there. Fulham saving the goals for my visit on Wednesday. Yes, I will be at Fulham. Dan. In fact, can you guys let me know what you want from me at Fulham? Would you rather a vlog, or would you rather an old school in-car I have just witnessed match review? Do let me know what you think on that. What would you like to see from my trip to Fulham on Wednesday? Would you like to see an in-car old school I've just witnessed review, or a vlog of my day? Or both, or either, or neither. Go away, leave me alone, exactly. Right, half times, guys. Arsenal 0, Brentford 0. Arsenal had a goal disallowed in that. Villa 0, Watford 0. Remember, Watford have gone bottom during this half, though, because of Burnley's victory or leading status so far. And there it is, Brighton 0, Burnley 2. Well played, Burnley. I would suggest they are our big winners in the Premier League on the basis they're the only goal scorers at the moment. I don't think we can argue much else in terms of the Premier League game. So with that being said, Palace 0, Chelsea 0, Liverpool 0, Norwich 0, Saints 0, Everton 0. Let's have a look at the Championship. These are the half times. Bristol City 1, Borough 0. Borough are out of the top 6 as things stand. Cardiff 0, Blackpool 1. I think Blackpool are going to something like 13 points in 6 games if they win that one. Tremendous work if they can get that victory over the line. Coventry 0, Barnsley 0. Derby 0, Posh 0. Posh down to 10. Reading winning. Pressure on Wayne Rooney and Darby there. Luton 0, West Brom 0. I think Stephen said in the chat that Cameron Jerome had hit the post in that one. Possibly West Brom fans can retort if they've come close as well, and I don't know about it. Preston 0, Reading 2. So I think Reading are our big winners at the moment in the Championship. They can join Burnley there. Well, we'll talk about Sheffield United in a sec as well. Preston 0, Reading 2. How about that? That's surely worth a woof, isn't it? Well played, Reading, so far. QPR 0, Hull 1. Sorry, Rangers fans, but our big losers maybe at the moment are QPR. They're one down against Hull, and they are, they put themselves in a chance, QPR, of a real viable automatic promotion chase, and we're not going to be able to say that if they lose today. They can fight back to that, but it's going to be a third defeat in a row. Marcus Forss, the Brentford loanee, has scored at QPR. Sheffield United 3, Swansea 0. Gibbs White, Bulldog was it with the second? I can't remember. And Billy Sharp, I think. Look, Sheffield United are cruising their way through 3-0 up against Swansea City. Stoke 1, Birmingham 1. In League 1, I'm trying to think who our big winners might be. We'll go through the results. Possibly Wickham with the turnaround. I don't know. Bolton 1, Wimbledon 0. Cambridge 0, Stanley 0. Charlton 0, Oxford 2. They might be big winners, mightn't they? Doncaster 1, Wednesday 0. Gillingham 0, Plymouth 0. Ipswich 1, Burton 0. Sunderland 0, MK 0. That's probably the big game of the day. Third versus fourth, I think, at kickoff, although that has all changed since then with both Oxford and Wickham, who is our last result there. Wickham 3, Cheltenham 1. That is the state of play at half-time. Let's just have a quick check-in. And I hate to say they're not going very well with our WhiteHartDane picks at the moment. Well, first of all, in our win treble, we lost Portsmouth versus Crewe. That game is not even remotely happening. And then Preston are 2-0 down against Reading. And I think Forest Green are losing at Walsall. So that one's been an absolute write-off. Both teams to score is a double. We have Oxford on the score sheet, but Southampton 0, Everton 0, and Charlton are not on the score sheet. The big money, Aka, is going nowhere fast, is it? Arsenal level, Villa level, Chelsea level, Middlesbrough behind, QPR behind, Bolton are leading. Well done, Bolton, everybody. Nantes, PSG later, but I think we're in on the both teams to score. We are struggling, but there is a long, long way to go. It's half-time on the Saturday Super stream. No idea how Grant hasn't scored, says Mr. Prophet. We should have scored at least a goal. Grant missed a sitter. So it sounds like chances missed for both sides in the Luton West Brom game. How long's it been since an in-car review? God, forever. I think I did one in a behind closed door game between Stoke and Blackburn. But yes, I think vlog. I have just witnessed streaking at Fulham. You'd like to see me streaking? No one wants to see that. In-car review. I loved your car reviews. Old school car. Can you buy me a halftime pie? Which stand are you in, Claire? Do let me know. What else are we saying? Yeah, old school car review. Looks like that's going to be the way forward, wasn't it? Did I do one at Man United or did I do a vlog? I think I did vlogs. I was at a few Premier League games for Upside Sports earlier in the season, wasn't I? I was at Watford, Liverpool. I was at, I was at a couple of Leicester games, wasn't I? I was at, where else have I been? I've been Man United twice, I think. Man United, Everton, and Manchester United, Manchester City. So there we go, half time. Shall we do some CV game? Shall we have a go? Can anyone get that one? We will pop it on the screen. Sheffield United, Doncaster, Rotherham, back to Sheffield United, Grimsby on loan, Grimsby and Charlton. Is that Jack Lester, Iain? That would be my guess at that one. As the CV game kicks in, and we can have some musical accompaniment if you've got any stupid football songs that can be put to music. Anybody get that one? I think I'm the only one that's guessed there on Jack Lester. But do let me know on that one. What about this one? I'm never getting this one. I hate these ones with Clive Mendonca. Clive Mendonca always used to score against Ipswich. And Clive Mendonca, one of the greatest playoff final performances anyone has ever seen. In fact, I'm going to put out there, go back and watch Clive Mendonca's hat-trick for Charlton against Sunderland, because they're all superbly good goals as well. I'm going to put it out there. Greatest playoff final performance of all time, I think. Mendonca. There you go. A few people got it right. Steve, well done. Daryl, Ewan as well. Anyone get this one? I haven't even read them out, actually. I can't even pronounce the names. Topola, Morna, Colibra, Red Star, Bill Grade. Sounds Eastern European. Subotica, Santander. So off to Spain. Valencia, Santander again. Birmingham. And then return to Birmingham. I'm not getting that one. Anyone get that one? Villabla? Is that right, Joshua? I have got no idea. Do I have to park a long way from the cottage now? What's going on there? Can I not park on one of the streets outside anymore? Anyone get that one? Charlton v Sunderland, greatest playoff final ever. Yeah, you'll go some to beat that one. Any CV game ideas or silly football song suggestions, we will get them done at half time. Stick them in the comments. Andy is in Pride Park. Okay. Give us an update. Give us an update on that one. Five Bellies, who is a Swansea fan. All I can say is, oh my God. Yeah, keep us updated. It's not going well. Here's one from 06C Dancer. I can't pronounce some of these. Vans, Châtellerault, excuse me. Grenoble, Reims. Okay, Leicester, I've heard of them. Arles, Avignon, Charlton, Bournemouth, Reading. Charlton. That sounds like Jan Kermagant. Is that Jan Kermagant? 06 CS Dancer. Well done to Joshua, who got Zigic, who I would have been here all day long. Absolutely all day long. Did I get that one right? Is that Jan Kermagant? I'm proud of myself if I did get that one right. Andy, I won't put it on the screen, but I'll read it out. He's at Derby. Been sitting off quite a lot. Hopefully go for it now with 10 men. Kermagant. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Campione, campione, ole, ole, ole. There we go. Jan Kermagant. Very, very nice too. Any more CV games or silly songs, and we will get them going on the keyboard, and then Shaylee will probably tell me off for making too much noise. How are we doing on likes as well, guys, at half time? I think we were really going great guns on our likes total. In fact, I can probably check on my phone. Please hit the like button. Any more CV game or silly football songs, do indeed let me know. How are we doing for likes? What have we got here? 171. Is it acceptable to like my own video? Is that acceptable? I'm doing it. I don't care. 172. There we go. Thank you, guys. Wrexham, Luton, Sunderland, Ipswich. Now, I know that one straight off Stephen. He was an excellent player as well. That is surely Carlos Edwards, isn't it? I think we're all good with that one. Is this a library? Is this a library? Nah. Maybe. Any more? There you go. You got Carlos Edwards as well. Big smoke. I was there. I thought he was really good for Ipswich. I'm sure he played for years after at lower level. I think he was still playing when he was nearly 40, wasn't he? Here's one from Adrian. Chelsea, Bristol City, Barnsley, Grimsby, Aldershot, Camberley. I'm struggling with that one. As soon as I saw Chelsea, Bristol City, I thought, didn't Jay De Silva go from Chelsea to Bristol City? But he's still at Bristol City, so there you go. I ain't getting anywhere close to that one. Anyone get that one? Chelsea, Bristol City, Barnsley. Anybody get that one? I'm struggling. If you put the answer, put that it's to Adrian's in the comments so I can keep caught up. It's half-time in the Saturday Superstream. We are messing around. It's 4:01, so we will kick back in. Only a couple more Superstreams. God, I'm never getting that one, am I? Oviedo, Tjelta, Vallecano, Swansea, Napoli, Langreo, Oviedo. Michu. Not getting anywhere near that one, am I? Liverpool, Derby on loan, West Brom on loan, Norwich on loan, Red Bull Salzburg on loan, Derby County. Is that Jordan Ibe, maybe? I don't know. I think we've got to get back into the action, guys. I apologise. Let's put this last one up. Millwall, Pompey, Millwall, Gillingham. Ben Thompson, Erdon. I think I've got that one, haven't I? Right, second half. We are away and going on the Saturday Super Stream here. Andre Wisdom. Didn't we have Andre Wisdom come up the other day? Cult Heroes, Michu and Zigic. Right, I think we are all there. Go on, I'll put that one up on the screen. Well, we are resetting Everton, Man City, Villa, and QPR. Can anyone get that one? Well, I am resetting. This is the Saturday Superstream. Thank you for joining us here. We are partnered with WhiteHartDane.com. And hopefully sometime this millennium, we're going to get one of the tips come in. But great website over at WhiteHartDane.com. We're doing a little fun conversation every Thursday now, which goes up. I think it goes down YouTube and podcast as well. And you can get involved. WhiteHartDane.com. Just get in and stick your email address in. Anyone get that one? Darren Barnard. God, literally going to be here all day. Richard Dunn. That sounds right, doesn't it? There we go. Hey, everyone. Great to be able to join you again live for a super stream. Will the Baggies manage a goal? You tell me. Right, let's do a quick reset of everything. What is going on? Please help me out with the ticker in the politest way possible. Tell me if it's not right. No, we need to give Plymouth some credit. Sorry, I'm behind a developing story because that has implications on the playoff positions in the League One playoff picture, doesn't it? So Plymouth are now leading. Jordan Garrick has scored. Did I just see a goal flash up there as well? Oh, my goodness me. Liverpool 0, Norwich 1. What is going on there? Norwich lead at Liverpool. What a result that will be if Norwich win at Liverpool. Oh, if Liverpool immediately equalised. It's saying 1-1 on my Sky Sports screen, so I can't get excited on behalf of my... No, it is 1-0 to Norwich. So I can get excited on behalf of our Norwich subscribers. What a result that would be. Southampton 0, Everton 1 as well. That's on our both teams to score. But we could get the biggest of big winners here. If Norwich win at Liverpool, that is magnificent if they manage to pull this one out of the bag. We got a goal scorer, Milo Rasica. Someone said that in the first half, didn't they? That they fancied him against Gomez. Has the Everton goal been chalked off? Oh, for God's sake. Yes, it has. So our both teams to score shout is not doing anything much there. Southampton 0, Everton 0. My bad. Get your reaction in to potentially the biggest of big winners today, which would be Norwich. Liverpool 0, Norwich 1. Oh, Sunderland 0, MK Dons 1. Oh, what is going on as well? Darby are down to 10 men, and Peterborough, excuse me, it took a while to get there. Peterborough are already down to 10. So it's going to be 10 versus 10 there. Tom Lawrence, I believe, is the captain. That sounds like, look, I haven't seen the decision, but that sounds very irresponsible. Darby down to 10 men. Someone called Lewis Spence has scored for Hamilton. Wasn't Louis Spence like a dancer on that Pineapple Dance TV show? Deary me. Sunderland 0, MK 1. Yes, sorry, lots of breaking stories at the start of the second half. Remember, it's third versus fourth. Sunderland versus MK. We have a goal for Norwich at Liverpool. Incredible stuff going on there. And Tom Lawrence has been red carded for Derby. And it's Sunderland 0, MK 1. Let's check in with Norwich, just in case it doesn't last. But doff of the cap to Norwich, let's just say. That is spectacular. Liverpool 0, Norwich 1. And with Burnley winning as well and Newcastle having drawn, that will be standing ovation material if Norwich do indeed win at Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. Liverpool never lose at home either, do they? They had that bad run. But there was a hell of a run for Liverpool at Anfield, wasn't it, before all their centre-backs got injured? Put it that way. I don't think we need to check in with the Championship, but Tom Lawrence being red-carded for Derby, if anyone's got any info on what went on there, I hate to say it, but my brain immediately went to, was the red card for Peterborough a dodgy one? And is that a make-up call? Or has Tom Lawrence stitched his side up there? Right, have a look now at the playoff picture, and everybody is winning in League One. Look at that. Plymouth are winning, Oxford are winning, Wickham are winning, MK are winning. So this is very, very bad news for Sunderland, who'll drop all the way down to 7th in Alex Neil's second game in charge there. Sheffield Wednesday, very bad news for Sheffield Wednesday and Sunderland, because look below them, Ipswich and Bolton are also winning. And yes, I do have a vested interest in that, but Ipswich and Bolton will hope someone above them doesn't win in those playoff positions, because they're all winning. Joel Bagan has scored again. Didn't he score a worldie for Cardiff in midweek? Am I getting the right player? It was Bagan, the left wing back. He's scored again for Cardiff. It's Cardiff 1, Blackpool 1. Are we all caught up? No, we're not. It's a glut, guys. It's a glut. Sorry, I can see tons of comments coming in. Arsenal 1, Brentford 0. We had this earlier in the day, and we thought Arsenal had scored, and it got disallowed. So Brentford are behind, and I believe Brentford, again, somewhere in this pad will be some research on this. I believe Brentford have got the worst home record in the Premier League. Sorry, the worst away record in the Premier League over the last 8 games. So Brentford's away form will keep dragging them down. And there is a rising tide now. Burnley are winning. Norwich are winning at Liverpool. Emil Smith-Rowe. Has he been in the England squad, Smith-Rowe? If he's not, he should be close, shouldn't he? He scored for Arsenal. But yeah, so Arsenal are leading. West Ham have already lost. Arsenal have 3 games in hand on those. Huge story, though. At Anfield. Norwich are winning at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Norwich 1, which would be a massive, massive coupon buster, wouldn't it? Unless you thought there was no value, because Liverpool would have been such short odds. So rising tide at the bottom. Very, very much a rising tide. Unfortunately, that would leave the Watford boat marooned, I think. We just had another couple of goals. Southampton 1, Everton 0. And Stoke have gone 2-1 up as well. Absolute glut. So apologies to Cardiff fans. We've barely made mention of the fact that they'd equalised against Blackpool. So Stoke are 2-1 up. And was it Everton? No, Southampton lead against Everton. We've got that in our both teams to score pick, haven't we? So that's some good news for the WhiteHartDane pick. And Stoke have gone 2-1 up. They've come from behind, haven't they? And Tyrese Campbell could be getting a hat-trick. How many players on a hat-trick have we got now? We had Lucas Zhao, Jordan Abita, I think Matty Taylor and now Tyrese Campbell are all on a hat-trick. Sorry, Stuart Armstrong has scored. We haven't checked in with the comments in forever. My bad. An absolute glut of goals here to start the second half on the Superstream. So what do those goals mean? Well, it looks a lot different now for Stoke. There was me 45 minutes ago saying Michael O'Neill, 14th won't do. 10th is a lot better, isn't it? Stoke will move up to 10th as things stand. They've turned around, a losing position. Stoke 2, Birmingham 1. Cardiff have equalised as well. And given that Reading are winning, that's not the worst news. And what those 2 goals do mean is that Birmingham, as things stand, would drop to 20th position. They'd be in the bottom 5, Birmingham. Let's get some reaction in via the comments. Tyrese Campbell, again, is he back, Josh? Is he back? He hasn't looked right totally. I mean, let's say right for Tyrese Campbell is one of the better attackers in the Championship, isn't it? But he hadn't looked like that at all. Reading miss on goal line 3 times from 2 corners. Iverson is reeling with every man in front of him. Never seen him so angry. We're 21 likes off 200 likes. Hit that like button, guys. 21. So what we got then? 179. Awesome. Liverpool turning up the heat. They'll have to. Liverpool 0, Norwich 1, which would be a mighty result from Norwich if they can do it. Lawrence is a fine player, but petulant. I won't read out the last word there, but he can be. Yes, he can be. Agree with both. We won't have to face Lawrence on Wednesday. Are you just tempting me, Chris, with that mill? Are you tempting me? Doesn't take much to press my childish buttons, does it? Dearie me. Cardiff score and Liverpool concede. An awful day for the supposed anti-Welsh fake scouts, Ben. It's terrible, isn't it? Well played, Cardiff, though. And Joel Bagan's in good form as well, isn't he? Thank you, guys. Right, there we go. We've got a description of it here. Lawrence goes to block a long pass, leaves his studs up and clatters into the defender's shin. Interesting, Ben. Thank you for the description. So we're looking for endangering the opponent and excessive force. So if it meets that criteria, the ref can pull out the red card, especially if he's already given one to the other team. Not that they would ever admit to anything like that. Wycombe 3, Cheltenham 2. That is a banging game, isn't it? Can't wait for Mackems and Wednesday. Yes, issues. It's not a good day for either of them. What? Oh, God, I was just having to put a goal down. Sorry, I'm getting behind now. It was Cheltenham getting back to 3-2 at Wycombe. It's Wycombe 3, Cheltenham 2. So 5th goal in that game. Let's add that one to the ticker. Madness. They call it madness. Alfie May. Wow. Guys, is there an argument that we put Alfie May on the Superstream Mount Rushmore? And if we are putting Cheltenham's Alfie May on Mount Rushmore, who's going off? Will it be Luke Jeffcott? He can't go off. Cole Stockton, Cameron Brannigan, or Alexander Mitrovic? Alfie May for Mount Rushmore. He always scores. How many goals has he got this season? Someone tell me in the chat. Did I just see Reading have gone 3-0 up? Let me go in the comments and see if it's true. Oh, my God. Wow. Is it Lucas Shaw? Has he got the hat-trick? Well played, Reading. I've said all week, I've been asked about Reading a lot this week, guys, especially after the midweek 0-0 draw. And it's players like John Swift, who's got the 3rd goal, that make me say this, that Reading do have good players. And this is not me just saying that at 3-0 up and being wise after the event. I've been saying it all week, if you watch the channel, that there are good players at Reading, and if they can turn it on, turn it on, turn it on, turn it on again. How would that work? I don't know how that riff goes, do I? Evidently, but there we go. Alfie May's 13th of the season. It sounds like Preston have just got a goal back immediately after that. So it's Preston 1, Reading 3. Let's hope, if you're a Reading fan, that doesn't put the fear of God up them, having conceded a goal. We've got an important goal in the Championship, actually. It's Luton 1, West Brom 0. It is not going well for Brucey so far at West Brom. They haven't scored yet, have they? And remember, Luton versus West Brom is 9th versus 10th, or rather, it was 9th versus 10th. Cameron Jerome, who hit the post in the first half, is indeed the goal scorer now. Bolton have gone 2-0 up against Wimbledon. This second half, guys, has been absolute carnage in the Superstream here. And the carnage is not going to stop. Stoke 2, Birmingham 2. The goals just will not stop flying in. Hopefully we'll get a second to pause for thought here. I can give you some of the goal scorers. John Swift, oh God, another goal. Sunderland 1, MK 1. We said it was going to be a very bad day for Sunderland. Everybody else is winning. Obviously, that now means that Sunderland are not losing. It also means that MK are not winning as well. So we can now not say everybody's winning in the top 6 other than Sunderland because they've just equalised. Right, some goals. Can I just give a shout out to Louis Barry, who's on loan at Swindon, because he didn't really get a look in at Ipswich, and I felt a bit badly. I think he got sold a bit of a dodgy bill of goods there. But he scored, so I'm pleased for him. So Luton 1, West Brom 0. We'll look at the Championship table imminently. That was Cameron Jerome. Preston 1, Reading 3. That's a goal back for Preston. Dan Johnson. Gary Gardner has scored for Birmingham. The equaliser there. Stoke 2, Birmingham 2. And Oladipo Afolayan, who's probably close to the Hall of Fame Mount Rushmore position, has scored for Bolton as well. So we should really check in with the Championship and League One after that massive glut. Right, so not good news for QPR. They're still losing against Hull. Don't worry, I've seen that. Charlton 0, Oxford 3. We had it down as both teams to score. We've also got it as a hat-trick goal, possibly for Matty Taylor. Oxford have gone 3 up. Anyway, I can't keep up, guys. Absolutely breathless stuff in the second half here. I'm going to need to lay down with my fajitas later on. QPR are losing 1-0 to Hull. Not good. Sheffield United are 3-0 up. Very good for them. They're going into 6th. Middlesbrough are losing. That's also good news for Luton, who are now winning. West Brom will drop to 10th if that stays the same. Luton 1, West Brom 0. Birmingham, better news for them with that equaliser. They had dropped to 20th after that second Tyrese Campbell goal, hadn't they? So Birmingham are now up to 18th. Right. Sorry, guys. I will get to your comments. I desperately need to catch up after that glut. And we must check in with the top of League One, where important goals definitely at MK were scored, weren't they? So we're not saying everybody's winning, and we're not saying it's the annus horribilis, or what's Latin for day, deus horribilis. Someone will correct me on that. So look, MK are level with Sunderland. So 58, Wickham are leading, Oxford are leading, and Plymouth are leading. 57, 56, 56. Sunderland are on 50. Look how tight that is. Wow, so tight at the top of League One. Then a gap to Sheffield Wednesday, who are behind. And then 1 point further back are Ipswich, and 3 points further back are Bolton. Both of those sides are winning, Ipswich and Bolton. Have we caught up? Jesus Christ. What a huge load of goals in this second half so far. Afternoon, Ollie. You're very, very welcome. You've been missing plenty of action. I probably need another sip of my drink so I don't pass out through the excitement. Goodness me. Borough, we've been through one-on-one with it. Is that true? Let me just bring that one up in terms of, is it the case that Borough are wasting chances according to Rich there? Let's just bring the numbers up. He's right. Look at that. 3 big chances. Sorry, you can only look at that if I bring it up on the screen. Look at that. 7 corners, 3 big chances, 11 shots to 3. So we are not surprised. We are not surprised if, or we will not be surprised if we do get an equalising goal. Oh, and the fun is over for Norwich fans. Well, look, if they get a point from Anfield, that is still applause worthy. But Liverpool have indeed equalised. It's Liverpool 1, Norwich 1, but still well played Norwich, who took the lead at Anfield. It's back to 1-1 now, and you'd worry about the direction of the tide now in terms of Norwich for the remainder of this game. It's 4:21, so probably got about half an hour of normal time to go in all of our games. Liverpool 1, Norwich 1. It was Sam Baldock who scored for Oxford. So no hat-tricks for us today. Sadio Mane, who was a winner, wasn't he, at AFCON? Am I right? Senegal, Mane? Someone will correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. So he's won the AFCON, I think, because Salah didn't, did he? And he scored for Liverpool against Norwich. Harry, Hull keeper injured, 19-year-old in net. Let me check this out. Is that the open door that QPR need? Let's be honest. We've got lots of analogies of falling in barrels of female parts. So I don't know where I'm going with this. And yes, you know the analogy I'm talking about. It's not even an analogy, is it? Is it Harvey Cartwright on? We think. We'll wait for that to be updated there, but do let us know. I think I'm contractually obliged now to say everybody stay calm because it's Ipswich 2, Burton 0. Ipswich go 2-0 up. Ipswich 2, Burton 0 in League 1. So it looks like Ipswich and Bolton are doing their jobs now in the chase for the sort of top 10 positions. They're both winning, Ipswich and Burton. However, the pace is pretty heavy ahead of them. But Sheffield Wednesday are losing to Doncaster. Will they ultimately lose that game? I'm not so sure. Wes Burns, who's had an excellent season for Ipswich, has he got double figures now? He's been really, really good, Wes Burns. Signed from Fleetwood, not Accrington. Wes Burns in the summer, and he's been extremely good for Ipswich. And wow, well, put it this way: Liverpool don't mess about, do they? Have they let Norwich have their fun, and now they are 2-1 up. That is an 8th goal of the season for Wes Burns, who plays down the right for Ipswich. Very, very good output. Liverpool are 2-1 up now against Norwich. We thought we might get an incredible win and shock for Norwich, but they're 2-1 down now. Liverpool 2, Norwich 1. And remember, Burnley are winning at Brighton. Mohamed Salah. And I mean, what can you really do if you're Norwich, to be honest? Look at the two goal scorers. Salah and Mane have been two of the best players up front in the Premier League for a lot of years now, haven't they? So we're now in a situation for Norwich where it goes from ecstasy to possible agony, because if Watford were to take the lead against Villa, Norwich would go bottom, wouldn't they? So it's all go down at the bottom there. We've got Burnley winning. They're 2 up, to be fair, as well at Brighton. We've got Norwich losing now, having taken the lead at Anfield through Rasica, Salah and Mane. Where have we heard that before? Have scored. Watford are level. We just had a goal in League 1. Cambridge 1, Accrington Stanley 0. Cambridge lead 1-0. Let's check in with our partners here. And we do thank WhiteHartDane.com. Go and stick your email in on WhiteHartDane. We might not be getting any winners today, but these were the tips. Big surprise at Preston. We're rating a 3-1 up. And our Forest Green going? Can anyone get me the Forest Green score? I know they were losing, actually. So we could get both teams to score coming in yet. We've got Southampton on the score sheet. We've got Oxford on the score sheet 3 times. Everton and Charlton have got around 30 minutes to go. Sam Smith has scored. No, I need a lower key than that. Oh, won't you Stay with me. There you go. Sam Smith has scored for Cambridge. Cambridge 1, Accrington Stanley 0. We should probably check out what that means in League One. And hopefully we're getting a little lull. Who am I kidding? We love a glut, but that was quite a hard one to keep up with. Literally goals flying in every minute for probably 10 minutes in a row. So I should be able to get to some of your comments imminently. Cambridge lead against Accrington, which closes them to within 2 points. You have to say well done, Cambridge, as well. First season up, back in League One. 41 points from 32. They are looking very viable for continuing to grow in League One. Forgive me for sounding patronising. If you ever think I'm patronising a promoted team by saying, can they stay up? I'm not. It's just the standard, isn't it? Sean Clare has been red carded for Charlton, which is bad news for our both teams to score pick. We now need Charlton to score with 10 men. Goodness me. Oh, Brighton 0, Burnley 3. Wow. Love that, Ben. Don't get that on Sky. Play me something to cheer you up, Nat. Let me know what you want. Oh, Wycombe 3, Cheltenham 3. That's worth a woof, isn't it? Wycombe 3, Cheltenham 3. Pray silence. Wycombe, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Wycombe are about to drop about 4 places in the table. Keep your eye on Wycombe in 4th. They're about to drop all the way down to 7th. This is going to be painful if you're a Wycombe fan. Forgive me. But Keon Etete has scored. And there you go. Down, down, deeper and down. Bolton 3, Wimbledon 0. We need to give some credit as well to Burnley. Well played, Burnley. They are 3 up. Right, I've got some goals to update here because I'm clowning around on the keyboard. And Wycombe were pegged back to 3-3. I'm having a nightmare here, aren't I? Burnley went 3-0 up. Burnley are going to be big winners at the bottom of the Premier League, especially if Villa can score against Watford. Was there a championship goal went in? Let me know if I missed one in the chat there. I think I got them all. It was a red card that went through on in the Charlton game. Wasn't it indeed? 79th minute, round of applause for, yeah, absolutely. Is that now, Stephen? Yeah, stick your applause emojis in there. Oh, look at that. We had a comment from a Borough fan watching saying Middlesbrough are pushing, they're missing chances. Bristol City have gone 2-0 up. Wow. So I'm sure we're going to get happy Blades fans here. Sheffield United are 3-0 up and now Middlesbrough are 2-0 down. Interesting. It looks like Sheffield United are going into that top 6 and Bristol City are going to get a win against in-form Middlesbrough. How about that, guys? Bristol City 2. I mean, look, we've seen late drama. You're going to laugh when you see what's just happened at Wycombe as well. Wycombe have gone 4-3 up. They're about to jump up 4 places all over again. Wycombe 4, Cheltenham 3. Whatever you say about Wycombe, and I like Wycombe, I have to say, it's good value for money there, isn't it? If you have a season ticket at Wycombe, fair play. Sorry, I hadn't mentioned Bolton had gone 3 up against Wimbledon. Bolton and Ipswich are just hoping someone lets up ahead of them in the table. Wycombe 4, Cheltenham 3. Incredible. Let's have a little check-in because it is really, unless we get a big Chris Wilder turnaround, it's really looking like Sheffield United are going into the top 6 in the Championship, everybody. Check that out. So we've known that's been the case for a while, but it's going to take a big swing for Middlesbrough to usurp this, isn't it? Because I think even with the goal difference, even if they do score twice, Borough, am I right in that? I don't even have the mental energy to add it up. Come on, I can do it. -7 for Borough, plus 9 for Sheffield United. So if they score 2, no, they'll be there on goals scored. I'm laughing because there's been another goal at Wycombe. So just the 8 goals at Wycombe today, and it's not 4-4. It's 5-3 to Wycombe. So highest scoring game of the day is most definitely at Wycombe. Sam Vokes had put them 4-3 up. They've just gone 5-3 up. Wycombe 5, Cheltenham 3. Guys, sorry, so many goals. I haven't been able to get into the chat very well. My apologies. We were putting in some applause emojis for the tribute to the Luton fans. So I do feel I should put all of those up. There you go. Thank you, everybody, for that tribute to our friend. And I know we banter, but we're all friends, aren't we, football fans, especially when things like that are concerned. How about the song Things Can Only Get Better? Yeah, absolutely. Gareth Ainsworth, round of applause. Yeah, he does a great job. Damn in things. What key am I in? Can only get better. And that's not the chord. Can only get... Where are we going with that? Things can only get better. It can only get... And only get... And I found you. It's like a saxophone solo. Gillingham are 2-0 down. Oh, and I think we can go to Mount Rushmore, everybody. We're not going to Mount Rushmore at all because Derby have scored. Woof. No, they haven't. It's been disallowed. We can't get too excited about that. Yeah, that song is kind of synonymous with Tony Blair now, isn't it? Right. So we can go to Mount Rushmore. I think Derby might have just had the ball in the net and had their goal disallowed. Why would we go to Mount Rushmore? We're not going to get there. There's too many goals flying in. Sheffield Wednesday have equalised. So Plymouth went 2-0 up. And Luke Jeffcott, who is on the Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore. Sheffield Wednesday equalised. Do you know, I think another goal went in at the same time as well. And I didn't catch it, to be honest. So the goals are flying in again. Let's just give Luke Jeffcott a shout out because he is on the Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore there with Cole Stockton, Cameron Bradigan and Alexander Mitrovic. Get your ideas in for anyone who you think deserves to go on the Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore. Dennis Politic of Port Vale was close. I have to say, if you think Dennis Politic should go on, he was close. Ooh, Preston 2, Reading 3. Oh, Reading fans, this is squeaky bum time now because nothing spells relegation more than getting 3-0 up, looking like you're going to turn the corner and then not winning the game. I hope I'm not preempting that. Callum Patterson, who was very much in the Hall of Fame in the review show for scoring probably 5 of the ugliest goals in a row last season, wasn't he? I tell you who really needs to go on Mount Rushmore is Alfie May for Cheltenham. Hat-trick for Alfie May. Take a bow, Alfie May. He's going on there, guys. We're putting him on next week. Do you all agree? Alfie May of Cheltenham is going on Mount Rushmore. But what that does mean is it's Wycombe 5, Cheltenham 4. And hello, QPR. QPR 1, Hull 1. Can QPR turn it around? Turn the beat around. They have equalised. Right, Cameron Archer was the goal scorer for Preston. He has been on fine form since arriving on loan at Preston from Aston Villa. Oh, goal at the top of the Premier League. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1. They just grind it out, don't they? Oh, and Sunderland are behind again. Oh, Connor Wickham has scored for MK Dons. So big news at the top of the Premier League and at the top of League One. Chelsea lead against Palace. Ilias Chair, who else really? Chair or Willock, always for Palace, isn't it? Not for Palace, for QPR. Chair is the goal scorer for QPR. Can you imagine keeping up with all this lot? I'm struggling. Right, Sunderland are behind again. MK, fair play to MK. They just knock it out, don't they? So Hakem Ziyech was the goal scorer for Chelsea. Ilias Chair was the goal scorer for QPR, the equaliser there. Connor Wickham, former Ipswich and Crystal Palace striker, the goal scorer amongst others. Sheffield Wednesday, Wickham. Guys, I've just had a look on my phone. We have got 191 likes. Big shout out to everybody who's hit like. Can we get 200 is what I'm asking you guys. And can I get through the rest of the show without having some kind of breakdown here? Because the goals have literally been flying in by the minute, haven't they? Unbelievable. Another 4 goals in the Wycombe game. Well, apparently, ZH's goal has been disallowed. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 0. That sounds like a VAR, given the length of time it took us to find out about that. So do let us know if you've got eyes on that game by whatever means. And also, guys, if anybody fancies just checking the ticker, making sure we're all up to date. No, we're not Sky Sports here. We don't have 20 staff working on the show, just me. It's raining goals. You love to see it. Have we just gone up to 209 likes? You are legendary in the chat here. Thank you all so much. Please hit the subscribe button. It's raining goals. Oh God, is that a cue for me to? It's raining men. What key would we do that in? Let's go down here. Hallelujah. No, that's too low. How about this? Raining men. Oh, I ain't getting that one. Hallelujah. Hallelujah for Burnley. Burnley are 4-0 up. Brighton 0, Burnley 4. And I think Liverpool have put Norwich to bed now. So Liverpool have gone 3-1 up. Remember, Norwich led at Anfield. Apparently the Burnley goal has been disallowed. But Liverpool have gone 3-1 up against Norwich. And I repeat, Norwich led through Rasica at Anfield there. Liverpool have now gone 3-1 up. So it is Burnley who are making the headway at the bottom of the Premier League table. No! And as soon as I say that, Aston Villa 0, Watford 1. Woof! Well, as if a goal couldn't have been better timed. Not great news if you're a Villa fan, but it's not just going to be Burnley making headway. I think that goal is going to put Norwich bottom of the Premier League. Wow. Norwich have gone from thinking they were going to get a win at Anfield. They're 3-1 down. And now both Burnley and Watford are winning. Oh, it's brutal for Norwich today in the Premier League. Look at that. So Watford are leading. Emmanuel Dennis has scored 12 minutes from the end of the game. I think that, am I right in saying that's the first goal for Roy Hodgson at Watford? Who was going to get a goal first? Watford under Hodgson or West Brom under Brucey? It's Watford. Emmanuel Dennis, who's had a very good season actually for Watford, is the goal scorer. And it's Villa 0, Watford 1, which is big news at the bottom of the Premier League. And a couple of goals fly in. Everybody keep calm. Ipswich 3, Burton 0. Can I take my biased hat off now and rest easy? I think Ipswich are going to win today, which obviously I'm very happy about, but I will leave my bias at the door and not say any more about that. Sheffield United are having a great day, everybody. Sheffield United 4, Swansea 0. And remember, Middlesbrough are 2-0 down. Sheffield United are going into the playoff positions in the Championship. We've got some big winners today. Bersant Salina has scored against Burton for Ipswich. And Morgan Gibbs-White. Is that 2 for Gibbs-White today? Gibbs-White potentially with the chance for a hat-trick. So I haven't done one for a while. I think it's time for a sweep, isn't it? And can I get your suggestions in the chat? Who are your big winners and your big losers today? Surely Sheffield United have got to be in there for your big winners. David, legendary, off to a 60th birthday party now. He's given me £5 on the super chat. He's given me a meal. So it would be remiss of me not to press this button. There you go. Thank you, David. Enjoy the birthday party. Isn't it nice to see people going out to stuff and doing stuff and having a life all over again? Let me know your biggest winners and biggest losers today. Surely, Sheffield United have got to be in there for biggest winners, haven't they? Oh, Wednesday have a penalty. Would that put them in the top 6? I can't remember. Too many goals have gone in. We were going to do a sweep, weren't we? Goodness me. In case any Wolves fans here, Gibbs White has got lucky time again. He's rubbish move along, nothing to see. And yeah, sell him for £500,000. Is that right? Burnley, big winners. Who are your big winners and your big losers today? Have Sheffield Wednesday missed the penalty? Oh, no. Not good news for Wednesday. They got it back to 1-1, hadn't they, Sheffield Wednesday? They're playing Doncaster and they've missed a golden chance, a free shot at goal from 12 yards, no less, to get in there. Jamie, thank you. 2-0 to the Arsenal. And Brentford's away form is a worry, isn't it? Brentford, over the past 8 games, have the worst record in the Premier League. I think they might be. Can someone fact check me? I think 9-10 without a win since they beat West Ham away from home. 750k. Okay. Are Ipswich allowed to bid as well then, Ollie, if Morgan Gibbs White is available for 750k? Yeah, he's a baller, isn't he? Morgan Gibbs White, Sheffield United. Look, much better with him in the team than not. Southampton 2, Everton 0. We had it down as a BTTS on the WhiteHartDane pick. We've had a couple of goals. We haven't got both teams scoring, but we've got Southampton winning by the looks of things. Southampton 2, Everton 0. We'll get a goal scorer for you on that. Bukayo Saka, the England man, is the goal scorer for Arsenal. I said about 5 minutes ago, no way! Wickham 5, Cheltenham 5. I'm going to swear. Holy shit. Wickham 5, Cheltenham 5. Have you ever seen anything like it? Wow. Wickham 5, Cheltenham 5. And if that is Alfie May, who's already got a hat-trick, he owns the Mount Rushmore of the Saturday Superstream. Wow. Shane Long is... Alfie May. Everybody get your applause emojis in. Alfie May has scored 4 goals for Cheltenham, and he is a bona fide home run, copper bottom pick for the Saturday Superstream Mount Rushmore. He's going on there. Get him on there. Alfie May, take a bow, son. Wickham 5, Cheltenham 5. That is incredible. Goodness me. Doncaster 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2. This has to be one of the more ridiculous super streams we've had. It is going great gun. Sheffield Wednesday have actually scored. So that's a really bad minute for Wickham. I wonder if Sheffield Wednesday will actually have just gone above them. And Luton have gone 2-0 up against West Brom. Any West Brom fans in the chat? It is not going well at all. No goals even yet for Brucey. He's lost 2-0 in 2 of his games and drawn 0-0 in his other games. Let's get some comments, hopefully some reaction to what is going on at Wickham. Get May on Mount Rush. I'm demonetized. I don't care. It was worth it. Goodness me. There's only been 18 shots. 5-5. Oh, and if this super stream couldn't get any better, the Sheffield Wednesday scorer is Saido Berahino. Oh, God, some of the names coming up today. Alfie May is going in the no swearing, sorry, unbelievable scenes. 216 likes. Likes in not for me, for Alfie May and for Cheltenham. I would not be surprised, given it's Wickham, that if we get an 11th goal in that game, I would not be surprised at all. Are we caught up? We have a 5-5 on the Superstream. Have a look at the ticker. Are we caught up on the ticker? Incredible. Yeah, poor pick as West Brom manager. Unlucky Brucey. Deary me. As Shaylee said hello. Is she in the chat here? Oh, I can't see her. I've missed her if she is. Sorry. Wow. What is happening to the Albion, says Ryan. Very little at the moment. They're not scoring any goals. Here we go. We've got some Baggies fans in. Baggies fans, talk to us. Cheltenham fans, have we got any? Wickham fans, talk to us. Baggies fan here. Can we have Gibbs White then, please? Joking apart. Too late to change. Stop. No manager bounce at West Brom. Oh, well played. Well played. Doncaster 1, Sheffield Wednesday 3. fair dues to Wednesday. It was 1-1 and they missed a pen. And they have not let that deter them. And they are going on to win the game. Right, everybody, it's 4:45. Sorry, so many jingles. I've got a jingle for you. Where's the late goal? There's always a late goal.
Thomas, it's up for grabs now!
There's always a late goal, guys. Where is the late goal going to be? Alan Campbell was the goal scorer for Luton, by the way. Well played, Luton. We shouldn't spend all our time talking about West Brom, but it is a big failure with West Brom being a year one parachute team to be where they are in the table. And I think we can say with some certainty now, West Brom are going to stop in 10th. We could get a goal for Coventry as well. Could get worse for them. They could drop lower. I'm just seeing on my screen here, Alfie May scored on the 3rd, 52nd, 71st and 81st minute. And he is going on Mount Rushmore. That is decided today. You can let me know who is coming off the Superstream Mount Rushmore. Will it be Jeffcott, Stockton, Brannigan or Mitrovic? Who's coming off for Alfie May? He's going on. Barry Bannon's the goal scorer. Let me know in the chat who's coming off Mount Rushmore. Will it be Jeffcott, Stockton, Brannigan or Mitrovic? Who's coming off our Mount Rushmore? Charlton 0, Oxford 4. We had it as both teams to score, and there's been 4 goals, excuse me. They've all gone to Oxford. Well played. We must, sorry. I'm so behind with this. We must check in with the top of League One. Just as I suggested changing Mount Rushmore, one of our Mount Rushmore players has scored. Cameron Brannigan scored that goal for Oxford, so he can't come off, surely, if he's going to score the second we suggest a change there. Bolton 4, Wimbledon 0. I just don't have a second to think here. There's been so many goals in the second half. If anyone knows the total goals there's been in this second half, it's been absurdly busy here on the Superstream. Right, MK are winning at Sunderland. Oxford are winning against Charlton. Plymouth are winning against Gillingham. Wickham, you'd think I'm making it up, are drawing 5-5. So look, Sunderland drop to 7th. Sheffield Wednesday are winning. So we are back into it being an absolutely terrible day for Sunderland. And maybe for Wickham, actually, because everybody else is winning. Absolute breakneck pace in League One there. And look how tight it is. Ipswich and Bolton fans, and believe me, because I'm one of them, will be thinking, what do you need to do to close up on this top teams? Yeah, maybe not start the season terribly might be the answer, but so tight. Dearie me. Goodbye, Stockton. Goodbye, Mitro. Brannigan has to come off. Stockton, Brannigan. Brannigan then scored, though, didn't he? Goodness me. Palace 0, Chelsea 1. Chelsea had a goal disallowed, didn't they, about 5-10 minutes ago. I said there's always a late goal. Where is the late goal going to be? I think that classes as one at Chelsea, 88 minutes up. Let me know. There's always a late goal. Where do you foresee late goals coming?
Thomas, it's up for grabs now!
There's always a late goal. You let me know where it's going to be. What else have we got here in the chat? Chelsea, they have taken the lead. Late goals, Chelsea and Tykes. Did you say that before they scored, Findley? That's impressive. If you did. Maybe Bruce should have gone back to writing. Yeah. Hakim Ziyech is the goal scorer here. Have I got everything updated? Yeah, we've got Chelsea up on the screen. What did we decide? Is Cole Stockton coming off Mount Rushmore? Alfie May's definitely going on. I don't think we can take Brannigan off after he scored as soon as we said that. Where are the late goals going to be? Preston, 5 minutes added at Preston. Everyone thinks at Preston, Villa Park, maybe. Oh, there's a late goal. Ashton Gate, Bristol City 2, Middlesbrough 1. And there's a late goal at Derby. Wow! Derby 1, Peterborough 0. They are doing it. Derby are going to be above Peterborough now. They've scored in the 90th minute. There's always a late goal, and we got a couple there in the Championship in short order there. And the biggest one, though, is surely at Derby. It's 10 versus 10, and Derby are going to go into 22nd place in the table. They've been deducted 21 points. They're going to be well off the bottom of the table. Incredible stuff. Darby, there's always
it's up for grabs now.
Unbelievable scenes. And Matt Crooks has scored for Middlesbrough. Squeaky bum time if you're a Bristol City fan. Squeaky bum time if you're a Sheffield United fan. Can they get it back to 2-2? They've had some mad comebacks this season, Middlesbrough, and Bristol City have had some heartbreaking late goals go against them. Louis Sibley in the 92nd minute. We've got to go to the bottom of the Championship and see what that does for Derby County. There's always a late goal, and Derby, when they went down to 10 men, we wondered. And with Reading winning, I mean, can you imagine the scenes if Preston equalised now? Because that would drop them, obviously, to 24 points, wouldn't it? But, well, there is another late goal. And someone called it in the chat. Coventry 1, Barnsley 0.
Thomas, it's up for grabs now.
Oh, dearie me. This has been the most ridiculous super stream we've ever had. Coventry have just taken the lead in the 90th minute. And that's going to be even worse news for West Brom, isn't it? How low are West Brom dropping in the table today? It's Coventry 1, Barnsley. It's also Derby have had a good minute there. It would get even better if Preston were to equalise. Coventry are going to get a late winner. And I'm sorry to bring this up, West Brom fans, but look at that. Coventry move up to 10th. West Brom are 11th. That is a year one parachute team dropping to 11th place in the table. We always say what a big advantage it is. Only if you use it. Only if you use it. Unbelievable. Goodness me. What is this? It's carnage today. Absolute carnage. Good on you, Derby. They are having a good old crack at this. Poor old Barnsley. There you go. Late goal bound to be for Coventry. Hopefully not. It has happened. Dominic Hyam in the 93rd minute. Incredible scenes. We are now getting lots and lots of full times come in. So I think we're past stoppage time goal time. And I think let's get in there and start to go through the big picture here. In the Premier League, Southampton, that's a full time, Southampton 2-0. So it's Arsenal 2, Brentford 0. Look, Arsenal are going to win. Brentford's away form is worrying. Aston Villa 0, Watford 1. If Watford can hold out, that's the first win for Roy Hodgson. And that will put Norwich bottom of the table. Brighton 0, Burnley 3. Burnley have got to be our big winners today. That's impressive. Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1. Late winner, we think, for Chelsea and Ziyech. Brentford have just got one back in the 90, what do we reckon? I don't know, 91st, 92nd minute. Arsenal 2, Brentford 1 in the Premier League. I don't know exactly how many minutes there. All I'm seeing is 90 plus. Full times coming in left and right. Another goal for Cambridge. Middlesbrough have lost. Sheffield United are going into the playoff positions. Cambridge have just gone 2-0 up against Accrington Stanley. Cambridge 2, Accrington 0. Full times flying in. Now let's get through them. I think we're all done in the Premier League, but just keep an eye on those two games still going. Arsenal 2, Brentford 1. Could Brentford come back late on? And are Watford winning and coming off the bottom as things stand? Where's Houlihan, the goal scorer for Cambridge? How old is he? He must be nearly 40, mustn't he? Goodness me. In the Championship, Bristol City 2, Borough 1 is a full time. Cardiff 1, Blackpool 1 is a full time as well. Coventry with a late winner, we think. Derby with a late winner, we think. Luton 2, West Brom 0. West Brom down to 11th. Luton pushing for those playoffs. Oh, there's always a late goal. QPR have scored. QPR 2, Hull 1. Disallowed. I'm going to calm down. We thought QPR had scored. Maybe they had the ball in the net. It flashed up on my phone. You can see it flashed up on SofaScore. Disallowed as well. We'll calm down. Preston 2, Reading 3, QPR 1, Hull 1. That's a full time. It's a great win for Reading, isn't it? Sheffield United 4, Swans 0. Sheffield United are going into the playoff positions. Stoke 2, Birmingham 2. In League 1, Bolton 4, Wimbledon 0. Cambridge have just gone 2 up late in that game. It looks like the Brentford goal has been scrubbed off as well. Has it? We were hearing Brentford had got one back. I'm not seeing that up on the screen on Sky. So perhaps that has been scrubbed off. In League One, Bolton 4, Wimbledon 0. And Derby have beaten Peterborough. They are a mover now. Derby are third from bottom in the Championship. They've gone from second bottom to third from bottom. They've been deducted 21 points. They've got the win late on a huge goal for Louis Sibley to win for Derby. Will we look back on that as a massive key goal at the end of the season for Derby County? Charlton 0, Oxford 4, Doncaster 1, Wednesday 3, Gillingham 0, Plymouth 2, Ipswich 3, Burton 0, Sunderland 1, MK 2. They're still playing. Wycombe 5, Cheltenham 5. I do think Brentford did score. It's coming up on my phone as Brentford had scored, but not on Sky. Christian Norgard. Yeah, it has just popped up on there. Right, unless there's going to be any more late goals fly in, let me know your big winners and your big losers in the Premier League. And we're looking at the bottom here, and it's all about Watford, really. Can they get over the line and win at Villa today? It'd be a big, big boost for them. Bad day for Norwich. They've lost at Liverpool, and both Burnley and Watford, as things stand, going to pick up 3 points. Let's head to the Championship and just round up the picture there. Let me know your big winners and your big losers today. I thought QPR were going to be the biggest of big winners there, but fake news there. No late goal for QPR. Big winners, surely Sheffield United, who are we still playing at Bristol City and Middlesbrough? I thought that one was a full time. I think it is. I think that might be fake news up there. Sheffield United are going into the top 6. Middlesbrough are dropping out after losing at Bristol City. And forgive me for skimming over a lot of stuff there. Luton and Coventry winning, going into 8th and 10th. West Brom are 11th with a year one parachute payment. Worth, not good. Down at the bottom, look at Derby. They are, okay, there's a game in hand for Peterborough, but they are, as things stand, 22nd. They would be on 42 points up there with Blackpool, ifs, buts and maybes, if it were not for going into administration and messing up their amortization stuff way back in the day. Let's not get into that. We've done that to death. In League One, Rotherham and Wigan drew yesterday. MK have won at Sunderland. Fair play. They're big winners there. Oxford thrashed Charlton. Plymouth beat Gillingham. Wycombe are 5-5, but apparently are still playing. Sunderland have got to be your big losers of the day. Down to 7th with Alex Neil. Sheffield Wednesday win. Ipswich win. Bolton win. Literally everybody except Sunderland and Wycombe between 3rd and 10th. All won in League One. Let's go to some comments before we go. Big day for the Cherries. Yeah, it worked out all right, didn't it? Without playing. Of course, yeah, that did well. Superstream's based on the 3 o'clocks, Alfonso. So that will get mentioned in the review show, of course. Coventry is a full time. Norwich played well. Liverpool, too good. Shame we go bottom, says Mr. Radio Floyd. Huddersfield, top win. Well done. Yeah, well played. Huddersfield, still 8 minutes to go at QPR. Stoppage there. Okay, so we could still get the late goal, couldn't we? It's full time. Wycombe 5, Cheltenham 5. Absolutely incredible stuff. Right. I am absolutely beat. Before you go, guys, can you all hit the like button? Because we've had a ridiculous total. 220 likes on the show today. Really means the world. Thank you so much. What a result, says Steve for Blades. Absolutely. They're in the top 6. Well played. They're one of our big winners. West Brom have got to be one of our big losers as well. Nat needs to calm down. Watford have won at Aston Villa. Watford surely got to be our big winners. Bournemouth looking solid without playing. Yeah, it's gone their way again, hasn't it? Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to our friends over at WhiteHartDane for joining us. Jeff, £5 on the Super Chat. Very, very kind of you, Jeff. Thank you very much. I'm sure that's celebrating his Bristol City win. And Bristol City have really helped out Sheffield United today. That really helps. They beat Middlesbrough and the Blades go into the top 6. Right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It's been fantastic. As I was saying, wrong hand Thank you to WhiteHartDane.com. We're going to get you a winner next week, I promise. And we're also going to update Mount Rushmore. Alfie May of Cheltenham is going on Mount Rushmore as well. If anybody wants a shout out, I'll stick them in as we put the advert up. Do support our partners, WhiteHartDane, of course, WhiteHartDane.com. Go and get involved. And there's some content with me ahead of each week if you do fancy a little hacker for a bit of fun at the weekend. As usual, please gamble responsibly. Be gamble aware, 18 plus only. Only bet what you can afford. Right. I'm going to have some fajitas, and drink some wine. I think I need to end the stream now. Thank you, everybody watching. It has been the Saturday Superstream, and it's a big, lovely over and out from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.